Oh, you're so cool, Brewster.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
You won, and I died!
I'm feeling rosy, yeah! They're coming to get you, Barbara.
How's it hanging, Phil?
From the front time, bitch!
Come and get it! So either put the gun down now, or kiss your ass goodbye.
Let's get this party started.
I agree, Dana. Let's get this party started. Now, tonight we are joined by three people that we love almost more than we love ourselves. Over here we have Mr. Tyrone, we have Miss Christine, and Miss Mika. Let's start with you first, Tyrone. How are you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm just grateful to be in the presence of, such greatness tonight. It's a nice collective.
We're excited to have you guys.
Yes. When we decided we were going to do this, we immediately said, because we've been trying to work a way for us to work with all three of you again.
Mm-hmm.
It was supposed to be all four, but Kira, the other part of the Double Feature podcast, she's like a stupid idiot, has a job and stuff, so like sell out. But no, unfortunately, Kira couldn't join us. She's with us in spirit. Just know, Kira, we love you. Now, Christine, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you for having me again. I had such a blast the last time we were together.
Oh,
it was fun, absolutely.
Anytime that we get the chance to work with you guys, like we're seriously all aboard. Like it means so much to be able to work with you guys. And Mika, how about you? How are you doing tonight?
Oh, doing good. Was going through my list, working it out.
Getting those kinks out, huh?
I am very excited to see everybody's list and see how we all.
And I already know Ken's gonna try to cancel me a couple of different times, so I'm ready for it.
Right.
I'm ready. You're gonna try. I'll karate chop your hand, not let you do it.
That is true because you are right here.
I am.
You are right where my cancel fingers
I'm by
are.
the cancel fingers.
So you are very correct. One thing I do want to say before we get started for people that are new to here, please like and subscribe. We would love to have you along for the ride. And then now also Tyrone, Christine, Mika, all their links are down in the description, so make sure you're checking them out as well. Real quick before we get started, I want to catch up on the chat real quick. Tatum, how you doing?
Tatum.
Sean, off topic, but thoughts on the Mean One Grinch slasher? I actually dig it. I like when they do things like that. I think it's a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to see the route they go with this. What about you?
Oh yeah, I'm really excited. So Halloween is obviously my favorite, but Christmas is a pretty close second. And so when they they go together, I love it. So
Our Christmas tree's already up.
It is. I made him put it up already.
It's an unfortunate. We call our house Lemony Snickets right now because it's a series of unfortunate events every time I walk in.
But we still have rotting pumpkins on our front porch, so it's
can't
nice.
What about you guys? What are your guys' thoughts on the Mean One that's coming out here soon? Grinch Horror Story.
I think that's cool. I'm all about a slasher, so I'll be curious to see what they do with it. I think it's kind of like they pulling out everything now, like the Winnie the Pooh slasher.
I know.
Oh no, I can't. I refuse to watch that. No, don't traumatize me.
I'm not gonna lie. I am beyond excited. I'm gonna be walking into the theater like Eeyore mixed with Piglet. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, for sure.
So how about you, Tyrone? What are your thoughts?
I'm down. I'm 100% down. Just take my childhood dreams and flip them on their side.
Right.
Just torment me a little bit. I love it.
And what makes it even better is David Howard Thornton, Art the Clown, is playing the Grinch.
Oh, he'll
Yeah.
No, are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So I'm
No.
very, very excited for that.
No.
If anybody could pull it off, it's going to be him.
Oh,
Just
he's
imagine the
good.
Grinch in the corner of the bar like,
I know.
I know.
Oh.
what's up, Russell? What were you going to say, baby?
I just like maybe it'll make like Christmas scary though.
Yeah,
Like,
I hope
you know
so.
what I mean?
Oh, my God.
My heart
yeah.
my heart will grow 3 times in size that day when I watch that movie. I'll tell you that.
Him killing who's
Right.
he's going through the
No,
Even going through like,
no.
like that Snoop Dogg meme. Who? Thank you for hitting that like button. We appreciate it so much. What's up, Nathan? Nice to see you, buddy.
Hey, Nathan.
So glad you're here. I'm ready to cancel you, buddy. What's going on, Linton? Ryan, how you doing, brother?
Hey Ryan.
Hey, what's up, Loki? Nice to see you.
Low-key.
I'm gonna cancel Ken now because I know the original isn't his number one. Right, you are. The
I know
OG
it's
is not my
I-
number one.
I know exactly what your number one is.
I think I
No,
know.
I don't think you do.
Me?
I think people are going to be surprised by my list. Honestly, I think people are going to be. As always, I don't know Ashley's list. She doesn't know mine, and we don't know
Nah.
the panel. So I think people may be surprised by where I put a couple things.
I'm
Okay.
Hey, Sequanda Films, how you doing?
hey.
Oh, we got a donation. How do we like ends?
Okay.
We'll talk about that very shortly. But we did get a donation, guys. So you know what this means.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Thank you, Charles.
Thanks, Charles.
You're a real one, man. We appreciate it. Oh yeah, for sure. Hey,
Now everyone gonna be
Beans.
canceled.
this is my wife's best friend.
Hi.
Like, it's so cool. Hey, Brandy, thank you for coming out. Hey,
Hi.
beautiful lady, and Ken, of course. When I first read "Hey, beautiful lady," I thought she was talking to me, but then she goes destroying my dreams.
Wow. Oh, God.
Hey, Russell, nice to see you. Hey, what's going on, Tatum? Thank you for coming out. We're really glad you could stop in. Michael, what's up, buddy? We love and miss you
Hey,
too, man.
Michael.
Anytime, give us a call. We'd love to have you out.
Mm-hmm.
And there it is, Ashton. David Howard Thornton is playing the Grinch. It's official. I agree. Please sub to our panels. All their links are in the description, and Tatum, one of our moderators, she will be putting their links in the chat. So if you haven't followed them on social media, or you haven't subscribed to their podcast, or you haven't checked out what they're doing, Christine writes amazing fucking books that I'm going to be a star in when she makes them into movies. So
Of
make sure
course,
you're
I already
following.
have a role for you.
Make sure you guys follow everything.
I can
that they're
only
doing.
imagine.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, this is another one. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare. That's another one.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
my God, they doing that.
You're killing all the spirit right now.
I
I'm done.
know.
I mean, Captain Hook was scary on his own.
Right.
So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
could make that really scary.
Yeah, but you have the mix between him and I hope we get some of that alligator biting his hand off. Like, could you imagine that like a gory horror? Like,
I would be down for it. I'd be down
so
for it.
dope. I agree. My list has changed dramatically. We actually rewatched every one of these movies in the last 3 weeks. So
Yeah.
my list has changed huge.
I think mine has too.
Hey Mel, what's
Hey,
going
Mel.
on? Glad we could see you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, glad we could read you.
Glad we could see you.
Everyone get those likes. Please sub to the channel if you're not already a member. Why not? It's amazing to be a member. I agree. You get a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and you will be the first. We just released it today through Instagram, through Twitter, and through Facebook. We have our new shirts. We have the new designs that are fresh. Bill Brayman, the man, the myth, the legend. He has designed our new shirts. We will be doing a pre-order, and members will be the first ones to be able to get those. Usually I don't, pimp our merch and stuff like that, but I'm very excited about this new merchandise. Like, I'm really excited for these shirts.
He's I.
I mean, we
I'm just kidding.
bought two of
Just
them.
kidding,
You're
Bill.
like, I never buy my own merch. I don't do that. But I bought one of these shirts, and so did Ashley. That's how excited I am for them, and they just look so cool. So, and I see Cal's here.
Hey,
What's
Cal.
going on, buddy? Hey, hey, what's up, Gavin?
Hey,
I'm
Gavin.
glad you at least stopped in to say what's up. Howlin' Notes. That's the best name I've ever seen ever on this
Oh,
channel.
Howard is cool.
Thank you for stopping in. Hey, what's up, brother?
Garrett.
All right, guys. So we are at this time. So what we're going to do here is we're going to be ranking the Halloween franchise. Now, for some of you, you may be saying, "Man, you guys have already done that on this channel." We are actually going to be re-ranking them now that Halloween Ends has come out, and we can give a definitive, 13 on the list. That's what we want to do here. So, as always, we're going to be taking turns. I'm trying to get our list settled right now because I'm a slacker, much like every guy from Back to the Future. I'm a slacker, and I should have done my job way ahead of now, but I've just been so damn excited about this. No, oh, look at this. Halloween number 4 is number 1 till the death of me.
Okay.
Garrett, what's up, buddy?
Jesus.
Uh-oh. Number 13 is the piece of shit Halloween Resurrection.
Nathan, come on.
I love you, Nathan. I do. But I got this.
Let's
I'm
go
gonna
get a
give
little
my-
spicy tonight.
I know
Oh,
it
it's
is.
definitely.
It is. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm going to start off with my number 13, which would be the bottom of my list. And this may not only be my least favorite Halloween movie, this could be in my top 5 least favorite movies of all time. And that is Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers.
I knew it.
Holy goddamn, this movie sucks. It is slow. It is boring. The plot is all over the place. We got Paul Rudd going,
Leave his cute face alone.
they're hiding babies in bathrooms and finding them a day later and everything's fine. There is nothing about this movie that is enjoyable to me until the credits roll. I'm like, here we go. The art has started. But I'm telling you, man, I want to like this movie because, I am a huge Paul Rudd fan.
Yeah,
I love Paul Rudd. But with this movie, everything he's you can tell this is his first role.
It is.
Like this is
give him some slack.
this
Yeah.
was this was
So cute.
Paul Rudd losing his virginity. He's supposed to be doing a good job, but he's literally flopping around like a fish on dry land, having no idea what he's doing. So, Paul Rudd, I love you, but man, losing your virginity on screen like this was just a bother, and I'm so sorry. Yes, that was a Winnie the Pooh reference. Yeah, number 13 for me, Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. That movie is very, very bad in my opinion. That's something else I wanted to say at the beginning of the chat, but I'm a big stupid idiot. Let's remember, guys, this is all opinion. I know we're going to have fun in the chat. We're going to be canceling each
Except
other.
for my list is factual.
Yeah.
We are going to have fun, but please, I know I don't have to say this because the people that join
Taking
the
us
stream
out.
are always super awesome and they're super respectful and super kind. Just remember to please continue to be that way. Let's please be respectful. Don't get too harsh on anybody unless you're me.
I know. I'm looking at them comments.
Oh man.
Did you hear what he just said about Halloween 6 though?
Yeah, I mean
That was not nice.
Well, I mean, you
did not say it in a
Look at
nice
this.
way.
Ken's opinion on H6 is the same as mine for Jason Goes to Hell. Now, that's just unnecessary.
All right. I agree with that. T.
That is
Parker. I
extremely.
agree with that 100.
That is.
Shaky fist. Shaky fist.
You leave Jason Goes to Hell out of this, mister. All right, you want to give us your number 13, babe?
It blows my mind that you hate that so much.
Because
but,
it's dog shit. Sorry, I cut my leg.
oh, he got too excited. He cut his leg. I don't know. I don't know if
Jesus.
he's gonna be able to make it through this. I don't know.
I know.
No, we just started.
I know he's already hurting himself.
Paul Rudd was under the table and cut me for the face comment.
He probably
Oh God.
I wish I was kidding.
was. Oh my gosh.
Oh
I cut my
no.
leg on my desk.
Oh wow.
Oh,
There will
be
be blood.
careful. Jesus.
Yes.
So hey, be careful when you sit at the desk, babe. There's like a nail or something down here, and it's a pretty good cut.
Well, that's
Ooh.
not good. Bender's bleeding.
Yeah, Bender is bleeding.
All right. So my number. You're good, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. My number 13 is Rob Zombie Halloween 2. I very much so dislike this movie. You can totally tell that Rob Zombie was given the go ahead and do whatever you want, and because it's so Rob Zombie. You got dead moms and white horses, music video type looking things going on. You have your trashy corners that are trying to, have sex with dead people. It's like the only saving grace in this movie is Brad Dourif and Daniel Harris, in my opinion. So I very much so dislike Halloween, Rob Zombie Halloween.
I just want to make sure we're not supposed to have sex with dead people.
No, you're not. It's against the law.
And it's nasty.
I know.
It's nasty. Thank you. Like in every one of his movies, he always has to have that like.
Okay, I just want to make
trashy,
it public. I don't think that you should have sex with dead people.
I don't know.
Please, nobody do that.
Yeah. What? Oh my god.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
And you know when Annie is like intubated on the ventilator, that I can't deal with that.
I knew it.
I can't deal with it.
We were watching it and she's like, "Oh, that's how you intubate somebody?" I was like, "No."
It's not even an ET tube. It's not.
I knew it. Like when I looked, I was like, "That's not even an ET tube. What are they doing?" He phoned home. You can't get an ET tube when it's not even here anymore. Like I knew it the minute I see it. They tried to get one past me, babe, but they didn't.
It's not ET, babe. It's an endotracheal tube that goes down into your
Extraterrestrial.
No,
ET.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Reese's Pieces.
Anyways, I'm not a fan
Of Reese's Pieces?
of Rob Zombie Halloween
okay.
2.
How about you, Tyrone? What's your last place?
Ooh, I'm gonna say my last place, my number 13 would have to be Corey Begins. You know, the most recent in the series, Halloween Ends. I was so excited. You know, I feel like I was duped. The commercials, they were trying to sell me a showdown, and when I went and paid my $5.39 to Peacock, I feel like I need a refund. You know, I feel like I was duped out of that money that I spent. I did not get what I came for. And how the hell does someone like Michael Myers get manhandled? You know, like it just didn't make sense to me. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You know, there's no defending it. I respect whoever likes it, but me personally, I can't rock with it at all. It made it all the way down to the bottom.
I respect it. We'll talk more about that movie shortly.
Yeah.
How about you, Christine? What's your last place?
My last place is Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. Sorry guys, I just DNF'd this one. I'm not feeling Daniel the protagonist. He is a pervert. And I just didn't understand this. Go ahead, guys. We already started.
I'm not gonna cancel you.
I take back everything I said earlier. Let her have it.
Stand by it, Christine.
Listen, I know this is gonna be last time y'all invite me to this shit. I know. Okay? I already knew this shit before I came home. Okay. Sorry.
She's making the list like, well, this was gonna be fun.
Yeah, this was a good one, guys. No, but seriously, how are you sleeping with some chick and then in the middle you're like, how old are you? I can't deal with it. It just made no sense. It made no sense. He was a doctor, but he wasn't really doing anything. He's asking everyone to help him. I just didn't understand the story. I just didn't get it. Why? And what's up with Michael Myers' mask in this one? Like, why is he looking funky? Like in like these different Halloweens, like they just did not get it right. The mask, the hair, like it just wasn't working for me.
I just want to say again, for the record, we're not supposed to ask people their age during sex.
Oh my god.
Ask him before.
Okay.
Not during.
Can I see your ID, please, ma'am?
Honestly,
nowadays you need ID.
You need that.
I told my son.
Credit checks. You need references.
Yeah.
I don't need to be getting arrested, okay?
No.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Mika, what's your last place?
Okay, I'm like Tyrone. At the end of my list, it has to be Halloween Ends. Yes. I was like really excited for this. I've been waiting like all year for this, and I just was really disappointed. I didn't think we got enough of I wanted a different Laurie and Michael storyline. I wasn't feeling Michael being like tossed about, like we said, in the sewers. I didn't know what was going on with that. I did like how Laurie was kind of getting over the trauma, but it just was too much. It felt like it was a different movie, and maybe if they were trying to go in another route, that could have been a different movie. But I wanted more Michael, and I wanted more Laurie, so
Sure.
just wasn't feeling it.
Thank you,
And that's
Mika.
all completely fair, completely valid. Now, I want to say something really quick that I should have said at the beginning. Halloween Ends is a fairly new movie. When we get to that spot on my list, I'm going to spoil the shit out of it. If you haven't seen it, you would be good to click off here. I'm going to give a spoiler warning. Give me about 3 minutes because I'm going to unleash on this shit. So I'm going to say things I love, things I dislike, and things I really dislike, and things I hate, and things that I dislike even more than that. So we'll be getting there here in a little bit, but first let's catch up on the chat real quick before we move on. Ends is at the end. Poetic. Halloween Resurrection. Man, I can't believe how many people have that laugh. People are
I know.
Damn, nobody like
Resurrection
Busta?
over Halloween 3.
I know.
I
David
guess not.
No David
It's fun. It's fun. Okay. And
I had fun with it.
Best live streams on this platform. Eminem is the band. Look, okay, I appreciate that so much, Nene. I really do. The live streams are great because of Ashley and the guests. I am just the guy that sits here and tries his hardest to be looked at. That's all I want. I want people to laugh. That's all I do. She's the smarts. They're the looks and the brains. I'm just the guy that's here like,
are you calling me ugly?
no, God.
You
fuck
just
no. I'm like the wacky inflatable waving arm tube guy. I'm like,
You said that I'm the smart.
and the beauty and the hair and everything else. I have the beard. That's it. Ken's opinion on, we already read that shit. So.
Yeah.
Halloween 6 does have some great fall atmosphere. Yeah, I want to fall every time I watch it right on my face. Halloween was my most hated growing up. Paul Rudd killed this movie, not in a good way, but part 3 and Rob's part 2 are worse.
Yeah.
Why do you want to hurt me so bad? Halloween 6 is a shit show. It has a great Myers, great kills, watchable enough. Just about, I would say Halloween 5 and Resurrection are worse for me.
Oh.
There's a lot of Resurrection hate. I'm starting to realize that.
I knew this because I'll explain later, but I knew this.
I can't keep seeing this. I can't keep doing it.
How?
I don't know which one. I don't know which one we watched. So I'll look when I get home, T. Parker, and I'll send you a message. I don't know which one we have at the house, to be honest with you. Which cut of Halloween 6 do we have? Do we have the producer's cut or do we have the original? I think we have the theatrical.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll watch the producer's cut. I think I have 2 hours of my life that I don't want back, so I'll check that out.
No.
Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. I hate this movie.
Okay.
Yeah, that was not fun. The leg action was not fun. Yes, Halloween 6, thank you.
We got leg action going on.
Yeah, I haven't seen Ends. Again, I'm going to spoil the shit out of it, Cal, and I respect you, so I just don't want to spoil it for you, man. We got a lot of people telling me to cancel Christine. I see all that. What's up, Bobby?
Hey,
Bobby, real quick. Bobby will be joining us on November 30th as we count down the top 10 personal scariest movies we've ever seen. So
nice.
I hope you guys can all join us for that. That'll be on November 30th. Bobby, it is nice to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing good. Kill Screwed Ends. If H2018 said Myers was a man and Ends they said he was supernatural. You see, like, we'll talk.
Yeah.
Good evening, Dice.
Hello, Dice.
Halloween Ends. I make that same face. I have to agree. Christine is a badass. 100%. It's best to look at Halloween Ends as an epilogue to 18 and Kills than a finale. Last word, Dice is Resurrection.
Man, nobody likes Resurrection.
I really do.
I liked it.
I do. I can just throw it on.
I know it's a comfort movie for me. It really is.
I really do have a way that we can make Halloween Ends a better movie without changing anything in it, and I'll get to that in a little bit.
I know.
I gotta hear this.
Busta Rhymes into it.
No, we already got Busta Rhymes kicking Michael's ass, and I can watch that for days. Trick or treat, motherfucker. Halloween Ends is my number 4. Ooh, it dropped a little bit. Okay, I see. I loved Ends, but respect why many didn't like it. And that's the way that we're supposed to be, John.
Yeah.
By the way, John, how is your family doing? Please let us know. If you're not willing to talk about it in the chat, DM me. I would love to hear from anybody. But as for now, my love, would you like to start us off with your number 12?
Yeah, so my number 12 is actually Halloween 2007, the remake of Rob Zombie.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Wow.
Okay, so if you would have asked me in 2007, so I was a senior in high school then, and I hated that movie. I hated it. So we recently rewatched it for our verses, and I have grown to appreciate it and like it a little more, but it's still very Rob Zombie. We got the I'll skull fuck the shit out of you. You know, we have that trashy family that we always. You can cancel me. That's fine. I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Okay. I got thick skin. The things that I do, I have thick skin. Okay. I do like how gory it is and how Michael is a badass in it and he's scary. But I hate the backstory of him. Michael, he's not misunderstood. You know, he's evil. He was born evil, and I don't know why we're trying to make excuses for him. He's a killer. Like,
he's a sociopath.
Yeah, I don't like that about it. So, yeah, that's my number 12.
Yeah, absolutely. How about you, Tyrone?
That's my same. I have the same thing as Ashley. You know, the Rob Zombie, the first one, Halloween. You know, the remake, 2007. I was really.
We'll get there. We will get there. Honestly, because up until we rewatched it for our verses, it probably would have been at the bottom of my list. But I have a reason why it's not. I promise.
Okay.
I really was hyped for it, you know, seeing the commercials and everything. But I think, you know, Rob Zombie, he just has a way of just Rob Zombie and the shit out of these movies sometimes. And it just did not do it for me. The only redeemable, I would say, quality about it was as like a teenager, I really felt like I had never seen Michael in that vein before. Like, it was like wrestler Michael, and I was like, holy shit, this motherfucker can throw someone through a wall, you know. Like that was cool for me at that time. But other than that, like, there was nothing really redeemable for that film for me, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
I don't. How about you, Christine? What comes in number 12 for you?
Let me prepare to get canceled. Halloween Ends, which it should number 13 for me because it's one of the worst ever. I hated it. Like Tyrone said, it wasted all that $5 and change on Peacock. I want my money back. Okay.
Christine's like, I've been chasing that damn bird around my yard for a week trying to get my money back.
Okay.
Emailing them.
I was not feeling this. I mean, I think the first 15 minutes of the movie was good with Corey babysitting, and you know what? Good for that kid. Ain't nobody told him to be standing in front.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. You know, I would have cooked that shit, and you know what? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It happened. He didn't do the shit on purpose. But with that. And then with Laurie, I like the other Laurie, you know, in Halloween 2018 when she was booby trapped in her fucking house. I don't like this one where she's sipping on tea. It's like how Laurie got her groove back. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
making them eyes, Christine.
You know, getting with Sheriff Frank. You know what I'm saying?
She looked like the Strode sisterhood of the traveling Panthers.
Yes. What's up with her granddaughter? Like, she was acting like a hooker the entire time. You know, it's like she sees Corey in the hospital. Oh, you have a cut. Oh, let's go out and have sex and shit. You know, I didn't understand her. She was a little strange for me. And what's up with the sewer? Did It the Clown decide to rent out Michael Myers this sewer as an Airbnb? What's up with that? Is this a whole rental thing for the serial killers in horror movies? Is that what it is?
We need a movie that takes place in between kills and ends where Pennywise is a real estate agent.
There you go.
In the sewer.
There you go. That's because I
couldn't help but notice you like this part of the sewer over here.
Yeah, When did Michael turn into the Oogie Boogie Man? Like when did
I
he
know.
turn into Mr. Oogie Boogie? You know,
And
dragging
yeah.
people.
What years, I guess, in the sewers too?
Yeah, it just didn't. I didn't get it, and we see him all the way at the end, and then the way he dies, the fucking the damn fridge hits the knife and then kills him. I mean, that's all it fucking took. It didn't take a group, a mob with torches
With
and shit. It took a
appliances.
fucking damn kitchen appliance
an iron.
to kill him.
I know the irons.
The iron.
Really, really. But I
was it
liked
at least hot,
Corey.
hopefully.
But I liked Corey. I think that could have been a separate story altogether. I mean, I think that at the end, we all had such high expectations, and it just fell flat for me. Sorry, guys. Yeah. I didn't like
Halloween 3'd us.
Mika, would you like to give us your number 12?
Okay, so my number 12 is Halloween 6, Curse of Michael Myers. So, yeah, that's going to be at the bottom of the list. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling that one. I didn't know what was going on with that. Like I said, Paul Rudd was doing a little too much. Just was too much. The babies, the cults, I just wasn't feeling it. So, yeah, it's at the bottom of the list.
Okay.
For good reason. My number 12 is only number 12 because number 13 exists. This is another one that I don't like very much at all, and that is Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. There are certain aspects of it that I do like. I love Brad Dourif's character, and when he finds her dead in the bathroom, that's one of the most emotional scenes I've ever seen. And he does a great job at making you feel his heartache. I love that Michael is essentially Jason Voorhees in this movie. I'm not meaning that as a stab. I really think they went with that type of that route with him. Yeah. Where he's just a mama's boy, and he's there's a lot of Jason in Michael in this movie. The brutality of him, I think, is the most brutal we've ever seen him. But the story is just so all over the place. Yeah, and then how Laurie can see that shit, and how he literally says "die" when he stabs Loomis.
Oh yeah, I hate that. He doesn't talk. That drives me crazy.
Die! I was like, I'm about to. This movie doesn't fucking end soon. There's just so much negative that comes with it. The positives didn't outweigh them to me. I love the fact that Rob Zombie did take a chance in this movie. He tried something different. But it was definitely just James Janice from Dead Meat said it the best that I can, put into words. It felt like a 2-hour-long Rob Zombie music video. That's what I felt like when I was watching it. The way the lights were going, the way that the scenes were set up, it felt like I was watching a music video.
You can just tell that they were you can do whatever you want. They gave him full reign on it.
Yep. They were like, Rob, you do whatever you want.
And he was like, all right, let's do this. And he robbed Tommy out of it.
The studio was like, you know what we're tired of? We're tired of Michael Myers, Rob. You go ahead and fuck this up for us. He was like, I got you.
I got it.
Let me just make the worst Jason ripoff I could possibly make. So, real quick, we will catch up on the chat before we get to our number 11, which I'm super excited to talk about. Rob Zombie's Halloween, that dialogue is bad. It is very bad. That's one thing we'll get there. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Michael would kick. Oh, you shut your rotten whore mouth.
Yes.
Nonsense.
Thank you.
Yeah, Michael would literally kick Jason on the ass and then run away.
No, he would.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Michael.
And Jason wouldn't know what happened.
The amount of groundings that are going on right now, you're going to your room, you're going to your room, you're going to your room.
Please do not send me to my room alone by myself without children and you in my own bed.
I agree with you. Brad Dourif and Danielle Harris were so good at that movie, T. Parker.
Yeah, I said that's the only redeemable quality.
Ashley pretty much said it best. Brad Dourif and Danielle Harris are the only good things about this movie. Why are you doing that? Halloween Ends was the worst film of 2022. I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
Have you seen Bodies?
No.
I still like Bodies. So.
I wanted to. Look, I think I'm the only person in the world that still likes Pete Davidson. I haven't slept with him yet, though, so I could end soon. But I might be the only person in the world that I still think he's funny. Like that guy still cracked me up, but in that movie he was dog shit. It's completely stupid.
I might have to rewatch it. I wasn't feeling it.
No, you don't have to. You really don't. I love you, Mika. I just don't want to put you through that. He wanted to join the Rat King and the Stewers. Me and Ken have been saying Jason would whoop that ass, but after seeing Ends, it wouldn't be worth Jason's time. Exactly. Jason's like, look, I took on Freddy, the king of the slashers. Michael's below my weight class.
Jason would go in the sewer and he would pick out a bunch of stuff and then be like, "Mama," or whatever.
Okay.
So please,
Listen. No.
come at me.
Same as Mika, Chris, and Michael Myers. Most of Rob Zombie's film are just one long music video. 13 blank, 12 Halloween 3.
There's just as much Halloween 3 hate as there is Resident
I know. Want holes? I hope that you get through everything. We're glad to have you here. I'm glad we could distract you from real life for a little bit.
Yeah.
Bodies was by far the worst film near for me. But I didn't watch Dashcam. I heard the premise of it. I heard about the main character. I know this may come as a shock to some people. I really do try my hardest to keep politics out of my mouth. I know I don't do a good job because I'm so honest and open and what pisses me off. But Dashcam, I heard it was really bad.
I never hate like that kid. The main character was like, I was like, "Duh."
Yeah. I heard it was over the top. And what's worse is I heard the main character was essentially playing herself. She wasn't even playing a character like who she is, and that pissed me off even more. I was like, nah, I'm good. Yeah, don't, dude. Look, everybody to each their own. Maybe you'll like bodies. But from what I know of you, Louis, you don't like pieces of shit. So you might not like it. He is a mama's boy. I know. Poor Michael. Yeah, it's not good, man. I'm sorry. Like, I really honestly try to let people judge for themselves about movies. But, man, Bodies there was nothing entertaining about it. I do not recommend Dashcam to anyone. Like I said, the thing that bothered me is I heard the main character essentially played herself. And that's just something that I just wasn't down with. So, Tyrone, would you like to start us off with your number 11?
Oh, yeah. Well, number 11, shout out to Octavia Spencer, because my number 11 is going to be Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. I didn't really care for the film, but the intro when they remade, the one of my favorite Halloweens, Halloween 2, that was just fucking amazing. If they would have kept the tone, they would have kept that energy, then I would have been sold the whole way. I would have been sold. I would have loved a Rob Zombie trilogy with that energy, but you didn't. You gave me horses. You gave me, like angelic figures. You gave me crazy ass lighting.
You gave me horses.
You gave me all this other bullshit. So give me the relentless, just motherfucker running through the shark. Give me the, like Busta Rhymes say, Michael Myers is a shark. Give me the shark.
More entertainment.
Yes.
Michael Myers is a shark, not a fucking horse.
Yes.
I need a T-shirt that says "I am Tyrone" and on the back it says "Give me fucking horses." I need it in my life today. I'm just saying that. Love the pick, man. How about you, Christine?
My number 11 would be Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. I didn't like this movie. It was very terrible. And Paul Rudd, you're a pervert in this one too, staring at that body-sized window. What the hell's wrong with him? And the babies and how do you put a baby in a cabinet and come in the next day? I mean, no air and shit. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I just didn't like it. It was something I didn't even bother rewatching. It just wasn't for me. Next, Mika.
Mika, you want to give us your number 11?
Well, again, I'm the same with Tyrone on this one. So it's Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Yeah, so same thing. Like one of my favorite Halloweens is the sequel. And I was loving it, like Tyrone said, how it started off because I love that hospital scene. But then it just went like really left. It was doing a lot. I did enjoy, like I said, one of the most brutal scenes, Annie, that death scene was like really just
I can't hear.
We lost you, Mika.
Sorry, I muted myself. I do like Rob Zombie because he does take risks. You know what I mean? Because he does take risks. So I'm always, I feel him for that. But this just wasn't it for me.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. I respect it. My number 11 will be police walking to the door in clown shoes and clown noises, and that will be Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. I have to put a disclaimer on this. Growing up, I'm not going to go too in-depth here, but growing up, I didn't watch Halloween at all. And this was the first Halloween movie I watched, and I fucking loved this movie as a kid. And while it's at my number 11 spot, there's a lot I love in this movie. I think Danielle Harris, for being such a young lady, did a phenomenal job in convincing you that she's a mute. But yet, like when she wakes up in that hospital and she's screaming and crying, like you feel for her. I love how unhinged Dr. Loomis is in this movie. Like he's just completely batshit insane.
You done lost the night.
Oh yeah, he's over the top in this movie. But there's just so much about it. They ruined Rachel, they ruined Rachel in this movie.
Well, they killed her off so early.
Yeah, and they made her dumb. Like she was so dumb in this movie. And then you have, Michael floating down the river and then living with a guy in his hut for years. Ridiculous. And out of all these movies, and like I said, I really, really did like this movie a lot as a kid. This was my introduction to Michael Myers.
That's unfortunate.
I know it is. That's probably why I hated this. And I will say, the scene with Danielle Harris where she's climbing in the air ducts and Michael is stabbing into them. That's a real knife.
Yeah,
that laundry chute. Yeah.
Yeah, they were really doing that. This little girl, one fuck up, and it could have, killed this little girl or permanently injured her, permanently scarred her. And I respect the level of dedication, but where the fuck were Mr. and Mrs. Harris during the filming of this scene? Because I'd have been like, hell no, not a fucking chance.
Not doing that.
And of all the movies on this list, I think this one has the worst ending. Like when you see Michael sitting in jail pouting, and then the man in black breaks him out.
He's playing with his chain.
Yeah, he's just like,
like, damn it.
Put me in jail. My mom and dad are going to be so mad at me. Oh, never mind. I think the ending of this movie was just really bad. And there's just, like I said, for the positives there are. And from here on, actually, I can find something I genuinely like about each one of the movies. I can't say as much for Rob Zombie's 2, and especially The Curse, but there are positives in Halloween 5 to me. Like I said, the performances are great. I love the little boy that's trying to save her, Lady.
He's got the speech impediment.
Yeah, I love that boy. Big lady. There's just
cute.
So there are positives in the movie to me, but overall, it's one of the weaker entries in the franchise. So number 11 to me is Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. What about you, my love?
All right. Get ready to get your cancel finger, okay? My number 11 is
don't say 3.
Halloween season of The Witch. Okay.
That landed on my foot. You guys didn't see it.
He's really
that was the worst.
He's going to have to take him to the hospital.
Like, I know.
Yeah. I'm not.
I instantly regret that.
Jesus.
I'm going to gaslight you and believing it's your fault that I did something stupid.
God.
Okay, go on with this.
Okay.
This blasphemy.
If this movie was not called Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, I would enjoy it much more. I was very disappointed when Michael was not a part of this movie. I hated that, and I didn't understand. I know that they were trying to do like an anthology thing, and they were going, Michael was done. He was supposed to be done after season 2. But everyone loves Michael. They wanted more Michael. Everyone does. Even Ken loves Michael. I know you do, deep down. So yeah, when I seen this movie and I was looking for another Michael Myers movie and I got this, I was very disappointed. But again, I have rewatched it as an adult, and even though there's a shit ton of title cards, I do enjoy it. It's fun.
So many title cards.
There's literally like 24 title cards. It's insane.
We did a title card count on our Didn't See That Coming of how many title cards they had in the movie. And I think it is like 20 something.
It really
fucking
it's up in the 20s for sure.
Lazy ass writing.
Yeah, but it's crazy and it's fun and so yeah, I don't hate this movie. I just hate that it's in this franchise.
Fair.
So that is my number 11.
We will catch up on the chat real quick while I nurse my broken foot. What I do recommend is The Menu. Just saw it a few hours ago, and it's original.
Ooh, yeah, I want to
check that one.
Where is it? Is it streaming?
I think it's gonna be in the theaters. I don't know if it's streaming.
Yeah, it's in the theater.
Okay.
Let me know where you watched it at, T. Parker, because I would like to check this out. I'm gonna write this down.
Yeah.
11 Halloween 5. Good call, Dice. 11 Halloween 5. Hey, Tyrone. Give me fucking horses. Hey, what's up, J-Dev?
Hey, J-Dev.
J-Dev's Halloween Resurrection is last.
J-Dev.
I knew that was coming. I think we all had enough exposure to the main character on dash cam during the pandemic. Yes. Yeah, see, I agree with you. Absolutely. Now, if you guys want, go check out that movie or don't and read a synopsis of it and gauge for yourself if it's something you want to put yourself through. They push political shit in your face, and whether I agree or disagree with it, I try really. If you want a movie that has like, political undertones or something, that's fine. I think horror has always done that, but be a horror movie first. Don't push that right in my face. And I feel if you have a message in your movie, amazing. Please focus on your story and your horror first, and have your message be something that's not just shoved in my face the whole time. Just my opinion. I was wrong once in the 90s, as you all know. Halloween 6 at number 10, Nathan. Damn, Halloween 5 is not that bad. It grows on you. They almost killed that little girl in the scenes where she's running from the car. That's another one.
Yeah.
Time to get canceled. Number 11, Rob Zombie's Halloween. Why does every adult male look like Rob Zombie in this film? My pauses, Brad Dourif. Ronnie is funny. We'll talk about that a little bit more. Ken has left the chat. Yes, I did. Ken trying to seem pissed and tough, resulting in self-injury, seems on brand. That's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah, pretty much.
I hate 3. I'm sorry. I do just. I love it.
I don't hate it.
I used to play the piano.
I don't hate it anymore.
Do you ever play the Halloween theme on piano? I do every time I sit at the
That's
piano.
the only thing I know how to play on piano.
Man, it's only in theaters, but it's worth it. We should check it out then.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that.
We need it. We need a date night.
Yeah. The Menu does look good. I haven't even seen that advertised.
I haven't either.
It's the best part of
It's not Anya Taylor-Joy.
Oh, it's got a lot of people in it, doesn't it? Or no, that's not what I'm thinking.
John Leguizamo, Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah, and they're all the cooks, and then like they start killing people. Yeah, I do want to see that. We seen that. I did see the trailer for that. We've seen it.
I don't remember.
Yeah, the minute you see the trailer, you'll remember it right away. It looks so dope. All right, everyone, we're at 24 likes. Can we push for 40? I would love to see it. I really love Halloween 3. So that's number 10 now, and that will be Christine starting us off.
Well, bust a bust. We're going for Halloween Resurrection. Now, I actually liked Halloween Resurrection. You know, it's the first movie that I got working at Blockbuster. Shout out to Blockbuster. Y'all's not open no more, but yeah, I really liked it. Busta Rhymes is just a badass, you know. The thing that I didn't really like about it is that it reminded me of the MTV show Fear. Remember that, anybody? Where like they get a group of people that would go to the scariest place with a camera. So I feel like it was like a bite off of that show, because it's just really stupid. It's like, you're really gonna go into an Michael Myers house with a camera and think you're gonna survive that shit? Like, no, you're not. You're going to die. Like, I felt like it was like a nut, like perverted too. Like, the guys are like all these like snapshots, these cams going in the girls' titties and all this stuff. Like, and I heard that there was credits to Harvey Weinstein, so no wonder there was perverted shit in that one. Yeah, obviously. And now, guys, what's up with Michael Myers' mask? Because I'm just gonna always like rag on the mask. First of all, there's one scene where and he looks like he has a 1970s afro. Then we get to another scene where the shit is slicked back like John Travolta from Saturday Night Fever. Like, what is up with that? I'm not understanding the math.
He's looking nice.
Changing this shit.
Could you imagine if Michael would have came on screen with a bunch of chains and a shirt unbuttoned with like a Shaft theme with that afro? Hello.
He would look like Mr. T, you know?
I pity the fool that come in mine.
But
Don't
for
eat
me,
my cereal.
but yeah, I mean, it was more of a comedy for me. I didn't really take it serious as a horror. It really was just laughable, and you know, like I said, Buster Rhymes is pretty funny in it, so I enjoyed it. That's about it.
Totally fair. How about you, Mika? What's number 10 for you?
Oh, mine is actually the same as Christine. So I put Halloween. Yeah, Halloween Resurrection. Yeah, but this is like a comfort movie for me because sometimes like if I'm bored or something, I'll just throw it on or like throw it on, wash some dishes. You know what I mean? Because it's just so funny to me. But no, I love Buster Rhymes. He was so hilarious in it. I love Dangertainment. I'm always like saying that. You know what I mean? To me, like, it's more of a comedy, and then some of the kills like kind of were off screen, like with Tyra Banks' character, you know. So it just was like I think it's just a fun one just to throw on, but not really, you know, a Halloween movie like for Michael Myers. I don't think that really fits it. I would have put it higher because I really like this one. It's just really fun to me. But yeah, I'll keep it at 10.
We'll get there. Okay. Spoiler alert. I'm about to talk about Halloween Ends at number
I gotta hear
10.
this.
Oh, is that number 10? Yep.
Yeah. It is at number 10 for me. Now, here's where I think Halloween Ends could be better. If Halloween Ends would have been in the middle, if you would have had pretty much flip-flopped, if Halloween Ends would have been in the middle or at the beginning without that ending death scene of Michael, if we could have gotten Corey introduced and had his arc through a movie or two, I think it would have been more successful. If you're going to include this character, and by the way, this movie could also be called Christine because Corey Cunningham is a very obvious nod to Arnie Cunningham from Christine. And you know, Michael fucking imprinting on him like he's a Twilight vampire and giving him his evil. I was like, what the fuck? That's one thing I always said I admired about Michael Myers was the fact that he was just a guy. He was just your next door neighbor that snapped and went crazy. And you know, I don't think that Halloween Ends is as god awful as I thought the first time I had watched it. I love the beginning. I love that opening when you see that dumb shit kid die and you realize how much money those parents are going to save in school supplies. Love it. Love that shit. I think it's fantastic. And I do like Corey Cunningham. I like his character. Yeah. I don't like that he's an adult man getting beat up by the band nerds. I think that's kind of weird.
They were annoying.
They walked up like
everybody in that town was on something.
You want to buy us some beer, bro? Like that was weird to me. I think the over victim shaming of Lori is really fucking weird. Yeah. If it wasn't for you, my sister wouldn't have got a light bulb in her neck. The fuck? If it wasn't, what the fuck? And again, Allison makes I agree with you. Allison makes no sense in this movie. Like, she knows all the trauma that's gone on in her family, and when her grandma starts talking to her about it, she gets really cold off about it. I thought that was deep as hell. But overall, I mean, like, I respect that they tried something different. But if they would have had this in the middle of the franchise of this trilogy, I think it would have been better, because what you were talking about a little bit ago, when they had Halloween Kills and they had the whole town attack Michael and he overtakes the town and he beats everybody. And then in this movie, Corey Cunningham's like, get on the ground, and he takes his mask and just leaves. I'm like, the fuck? Evil dies tonight 75,000 times. Not Evil slips and breaks his hip. Like, I just did, and then like they ride together on the moped, and Michael's like, I'll never let go, Corey. Like, that shit was weird to me. I thought the kills were really brought back a little bit in this one. But I wanted so much to like this movie. Like, so badly did I want to like this movie, but this was just like, I don't know, it almost seemed like geriatric watching Michael and Laurie go after each other. Like, I didn't, like, you watch their fight in 2018 and then their fight ends, and even like they're like, whatever, like, just lay down, I'll crucify you, we'll throw you in a blender, it'll be cool, you'll like it, it'll be all right. Now, here's my TED Talk, Ken Talk. I really believe that fell. I really believe that they are going to continue this, and I think that what they're going to do, I really do. I think, and this is just my opinion. This movie made, even with streaming, it made too much money. And they asked John Carpenter. They said, "Would you do another one?" He said, "Well, it depends on how much money this one makes." Because he's honest, he doesn't give a fuck. This movie made money. Think about this. What if Michael Myers now is the boogeyman that lives on through Corey Cunningham's unborn son inside of Allison? She gives birth.
No, I'm not doing
It's
this.
a little baby. It comes out with a William Shatner mask. And he's
Where's
like,
the cancel? Cancel!
No, cancel.
okay, I'm joking. I'm joking about the Michael Myers mask. Obviously,
These ends. No, they need to end.
The baby, everything. We don't want it. Go away.
See, and I'm one of the big proponents, but I just think that they've made too much money, and if there's a way that they're going to continue it, they're going to do it with her unborn son, because Corey. Look at Corey, that pullout game week. No fucking chance that he knew what he was doing. You know, he was just like, someone likes me. You know, the guy got beat up by the high school band, man. Trust me, a girl liked him, had no idea what to do. So I think Allison's pregnant, and they could continue the story.
He slept with Lori too?
Maybe they're both pregnant.
Ew, no.
See,
I
I
don't write the movies.
This is not
ladies.
Days of Our Lives, Ken.
I know.
Right?
Listen, we had Halloween Resurrection, and even though I love it, that's totally a soap opera. Totally a soap opera. Okay, it's an episode of Fear Factor on film. Okay, so we can see anything in this franchise. So, what about you, babe? What's your number 10?
So mine is Halloween Ends as well. I did not hate this movie, but like you said, okay, so this is my favorite franchise, and I feel like I didn't get the closure that I deserved. I didn't get the Laurie Michael showdown that I wanted, I guess. So the first time I watched it, I was just like, what? Like, I had no words. Like, I was just really like, I didn't know how I felt, to be honest. I was just like,
I do. She was pissed.
Yeah,
I was so excited for this movie, and I didn't get what I wanted.
You know what she reminded me of? She reminded me of the kid on Christmas that asked for the Super Nintendo but got a Sega Genesis instead. It was like, what the fuck is this Sonic the Hedgehog bullshit, Mom?
Ashley, I was there. I was there too.
I was disappointed. Some things that I did like about it is how they're talking about how evil lives on, and I think that is a good way to evil
lives on because evil's born tonight.
Evil lives on in other people, that people are evil, and it will still, you're still gonna have evil out there, even though that Michael's gone now. There's still gonna be more evil people. So I did like that, but yeah, the hunger that I had just wasn't satisfied with this movie. So.
That's honestly, like, with all joking aside, that's the best way for it. We were all looking for this huge, epic. I don't mind the fact that Michael's not in the movie much. I'm a huge fan of Halloween 3. Michael's not in the movie at all. You don't need Michael Myers to make the movie great. However, when your entire marketing campaign is built around the end of Michael and Laurie, give me that. Just give me 5 minutes of them together on screen. I don't mind what they did. What killed this movie to me was the marketing of the movie. Yeah. Come see how the epic battle ends between these two.
And then you get this 2-minute showdown where Lori's kicking his ass, you know. And
This movie was a love story. It was all about Corey and Allison falling in love.
if I want
After they met like 2 days, they only.
I'm not looking.
And Laurie too. Sheriff Frank.
Halloween, like I'm not looking for a love story.
Right.
No.
I get it.
Yeah.
So Tyrone, how about you? What's your number 10?
My number 10, you know, it might be a little controversial, but it's number 5, Halloween 5. You know, I did not like the movie at all. I did not find any redeemable factors with this movie. I thought the Dr. Loomis character was creepy as hell. And for me, someone who loves Dr. Loomis, to see him, you know, reaching all over the covers like, Jamie, tell me what it's doing too much. It's doing too much, Loomis. It was a lot going on in the movie. And then Michael floating down the river. I was just like, what the fuck is this? And then just someone taking care of him and just nursing him back to health. I'm like, what's going on here? And then you kill the guy who nurses you back. It's a lot going on in this film. A tear fell. I'm just like, what? There were choices made that I didn't necessarily agree with all the way. There were choices made. That's all I'm gonna say.
Do you guys remember when we were young and they had the commercial of the guys driving down the road and they threw the trash out their car and the Native American looks up and has a single tear come out of his eye?
Oh my God.
That was Tyrone watching Halloween 5. That was the white man throwing trash at his feet while he was watching it.
Jesus Christ.
All right, guys, we will catch up on the chat real quick. I'd be far more intrigued to see the menu if Gordon Ramsay had been in it. You call this human flesh? Tell me you suck. That little boy was Corey Cunningham in part 5 that saw Dr. Wynn. Ooh, I didn't know that. Oh, hey, there is still a Blockbuster left in Oregon.
Oh,
stop! Really?
I missed going.
You gotta watch that documentary. They did a documentary on it.
Video store, man. Netflix killed us, bastards.
I thought you were dead long before Netflix.
Yeah, the store was dead long before Netflix.
I got
Netflix
5 free rentals working there every week. It was great.
Oh wow!
What's so crazy is they offered the CEO of Blockbuster a chance to buy it, and he turned it down.
That guy feels like a fucking idiot right now. Sitting there looking at his last store like I could have had Netflix. Thank you guys. Yeah, I agree. Thank you guys, everyone, for being here. We love the fact you want to spend your night with us.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is. That's crazy. I'm gonna jet and watch the Packers lose. Hey, have a good night, man. Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
Have a good one. Happy Thanksgiving.
I think Halloween 3 got a bad rep when it came out for not having Michael. Now tons of people defend it, but not as many would if it didn't have the Halloween title. We'll talk about that in a minute, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
The Curse of Michael Myers. The only reason it's high is because Michael and Logan are awesome. I got lost on that one. Oh, Loomis are awesome. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Love Halloween 3. 2 words, Tom Atkins. Yes, Peyton. To be fair, the camera at Michael's house sounds like some shit that would happen today. Yes. That is actually it. Worst beat down of Michael Myers, Ant-Man with a pipe or Busta with a karate kick? I'm going to go with Busta. Busta whooped that ass. Busta Rhymes whooped that ass. And we want to talk about Jason.
Let's just put Busta up against Jason. Let's see what happens.
I couldn't do that to Jason because Busta whooped that ass.
Exactly.
And The House of the Devil is good. I have not seen that.
That's a good one. It is.
Check that out.
High West.
From here on are films I enjoy. 10 Halloween 5. I just love Loomis in this film where he no longer gives a fuck and doing whatever he can to kill Michael. And I love the gothic tone of the film.
Yeah, he lost his mind in this one.
Yes, he
for
did.
Sure. Yeah.
Cheyenne, if you don't quit that job soon, so you could be at my streams, I'm going to be very upset.
Hi, Cheyenne. Glad
I'm
you're
just
here.
kidding, buddy. Glad you're here, man. Dice has 10 Halloween kills. Ooh, that's the first time we've heard that name so far.
Yeah.
I need some microwave popcorn. Hey, you go get it, man.
That sounds
What's
good.
the kind that we like?
We like the kettle corn.
Yeah, kettle corn. That's just dope.
It's sweet.
It's good.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes low key kicks ass. I don't even think it's low key. I think it's high key. I love
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes as a rapper. I love him as an actor. I love everything about Busta Rhymes. And that boy can do some. That boy can do some karate.
Karate.
My top 3 Halloween films: H2O and the OG. Oh, fuck you, man. Jason doesn't suck. I'm just kidding, Louie. I love you, buddy. Ain't no way Michael Myers can get beat up that bad. He's gonna strike. No, I'm telling you.
No,
Jason.
Michael is a badass, and to let Corey just take him down like that, it doesn't make much sense.
Neither one of us has talked about Resurrection yet, brother. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
New clothing line is up. Best merch store ever. Yes. The new shirts. We're gonna have a pre-order soon. I hope you guys dig them as much as we do. Yep, the trilogy was done wrong. Oh, here we go, Shaim. 13 was Kills, 12 Season of the Witch, 11 Ends, and then Zombies Halloween 2.
Okay.
I was disappointed in Halloween Ends. Didn't I feel like it was a missed opportunity. That would have actually been pretty cool. What I love about Halloween Ends is that it pays respect to what John and Deborah wanted. The series is much more about evil than Michael. I get it, but I just wasn't a fan. Well, next year is going to be the 40th anniversary of Superman 3. I've never seen Superman 3. Never seen it. I know, I need to check it out.
It's been so long.
Never seen it. All right, but there's a lot of people in the chat. Listen, I love all of you, but I don't want to keep everybody here all night. Ken, conceptualize Evil Born Tonight. Where's the cancel?
Cancel him now.
And everybody's like, man, you guys are. It didn't show up, Tatum. I looked for it. I swear to God I did. Hey, but Tatum did give $1. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If I can find it, my old ass man fingers won't find it. But we got a donation, guys, so you know what that means.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
Thank you. And Tatum has been a member now for 5 months. Thank you so much Tatum. For being a member, Tatum. It means so much. What is this? I'm really happy to talk with you all about the movies I watched all these years. We're really happy to have you here. So let's go with number 9, and that will be Mika starting us off.
Okay, so might be controversial, but my number 9 is Halloween Kills. So I did not really enjoy this one either. I felt that Michael was like really on one. He was doing a lot. You know what I mean? So it was just like taking people out left and right was a little too much. Also, very unbelievable scenes in terms of, you know, that mob scene. They like beating Michael ass with appliances. Then he teleported back to literally teleported back to the house. It's I didn't get that. And then the hospital scene, you have the mob chasing like someone who you know is not Michael Myers. And then the evil dies tonight. It just I wasn't feeling that one. So Halloween Kills, no.
Halloween Kills, my anticipation.
Yeah, not a fan of that one.
So I'm probably gonna get canceled now. My number 9, and I know everybody likes this movie, but holy shit, it's fucking boring. And it's Halloween 2. The OG Halloween 2.
Cancel.
I'm sorry. This movie is.
I'm doing it.
This movie is boring.
Cancel.
Holy shit! I'm
double canceled.
People are gonna have seizures. You know how many times I got canceled?
Double canceled. Damn.
Listen, I'm just saying, like, this movie's boring. It's slow. It's boring. The only positive thing about this movie that puts it above the others on my list is how awesome the kills are. The kills are so good in this movie, whether it's the drowning, the lifted up by the scalpel. I really respect the kills in this movie. What I don't respect is the slow ass rest of it. Lori's fucking useless in this movie. Like, she's useless. Her wig is stupid and I hate it. I want to pull it off her head every time she comes on screen.
Oh my gosh, leave her wig alone.
I'm just like,
it's brutal.
My hair's real.
I know, and I'm sorry, guys. Like, again, this is like Trick or Treat. Like, every time I'm like, this is it, guys. This is gonna be the time I like this movie. Then it's over, and I'm like, that was not it, guys. That was not the time that I was gonna like that movie. It's still really bad to me. I just, like I said, I think it's very slow. I think that it had an opportunity, and like I said, the kills are great, but the pacing is just very, very. It's a slow burn that doesn't go anywhere. Like I don't know, like the ending explosion is cool, I guess, and where Loomis dies and doesn't die and then dies again. I don't know.
He gets burned real bad.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Yeah, it's number 9, so I mean, like, it's not the bottom, but like I said, the kills are what puts us up. Like it's they definitely went all out with the kills in Halloween 2, and I think that was pretty dope. So Halloween 2 is my number 9.
My number 9 is Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael. This movie is just so crazy. It's I mean, like we already talked, Loomis he's just off his rocker. Like he's done lost it. He's yelling at little girls. I mean, we get the occasional like him like messing with kids, but he's full on like shaking her and like he's going crazy with this little girl. Like talk about trauma. I mean, her uncle's a killer, and then she's got Loomis. Like that poor kid, you know. And I hate how Michael goes down down the waterfall with his mask on. He's just like, rolling around. He's still got his mask on too, and that is so ridiculous. Like this movie is just insane, and I mean, I still have fun with it, but like, why is he out for a whole year and then he kills the poor guy that took care of him for a year? Like,
I need to see somebody.
He was good to you, Michael.
Do the what is he? I need to see somebody put that Michael Myers on the river thing to Rolling on the River. Rolling.
One of those like barrels,
like a Donkey Kong barrel.
Yeah, just rolling
Y'all
with
look
his mask
funny.
on. Yeah,
oh, man. Yeah, that was not very good. So how about you, Tyrone? What's your number 10? 9.
Number 9, it's time to get canceled. It would have to be Season of the Witch, Halloween 3. I do not feel it should have been named a Halloween movie. I feel the writing was, as the kids say, mid at best. I feel like the story, with the whole, like, I feel like they had something to work with there, but I just feel like it didn't connect all that well with me. And you had a creepy ass main character, like Christina said earlier. This motherfucker is, coveting around this young ass girl, and like it just got a little weird. And then he was in the hospital, and he's slapping the nurse's ass or touching the nurse's ass. I'm like, what's going on with this guy? Like, y'all were wilding out in the 80s. Y'all were wilding out. Doing too much.
They were.
Yeah, I agree.
Are you there, God? It's me, Kenny.
Jesus.
How about you, Christine? What's your number 9?
All right, so I am going with Ash with this Halloween 5, Revenge of Michael Myers. Again, this was pretty boring. And what's up with Loomis, man? He's just like a really creepy old man in this shit. I think after being in all the Halloweens, it's just not getting Michael Myers. He was like, fuck all this. This little girl's gonna tell me something. I'm gonna strangle the shit out of her. And then I just felt sorry for her. I love Danielle Harris, and the fact that she was mute alone was just torture, They put that little girl through so much. But yeah, I mean, to me, the visions, like, why? I just don't understand. It's like, what is the point of all of these? Like, I just want like a nice plot and it just keeps going like a nice flow. I mean, this shit was all over the place, man.
Uncle Boogeyman.
I just couldn't deal with it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, that was number 9. It was bad. I didn't like it. So next.
Oh yeah. All right, well, we'll catch up on the chat real quick before we go into our number 8s. Hey, we love you and we missed you too. Glad you're back.
Yeah.
I'm going to quote one of my favorite movies here. Superman is the strongest of all time. He's not brave because he's indestructible. And you can't be brave if you're indestructible. So you don't say it. If anybody can guess what movie that's from, I love you. I'm just throwing that out there. Anybody in the chat, if you know a movie that's from, let me know. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Number 9, Rob Zombie's Halloween. We're starting to get to that part. We're starting to get there. Number 9, Halloween Kills. I still want to see a Batman versus Michael Myers movie. Batman, tear that ass up. Halloween Kills. We're getting a lot of Halloween Kills now. Batman versus Michael Myers. Batman whooped that ass. Halloween 5. Right! Awesome. Hey, what's up, Cody? Halloween 2 is the Friday the 13th movie starring Mikey. 100%. Cancel Me Too, Halloween. Yes, I find the film overrated. Really slow in the middle. Laurie sideline until the end. No plot. Beginning. Yes. Sorry. T. Parker. You know where it's at, man. Halloween 2 put me to sleep.
Wow.
The amount of canceling that's going on right now. Oof.
This is Halloween is such a
Jason. It's not even close, Turkey Lover. Not even close. Ashley and I did a video on it. Go watch the video where I educate everybody on why.
You didn't educate shit. You did not win. You did not win.
I agree. Tyrone may be one of the funniest people I know. He is just naturally.
Yeah. Did you see his face was so funny, Kim, when you said part 2?
Yeah. He was like,
"Oh, I know." Trust me, that's gonna be the screensaver on my phone from now on. So yeah, trust me. Hey, what's up, Tim?
Hey, Tim.
Thanks for stopping out.
And I totally won that.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I educated you.
Oh shit! Hold on.
Don't even yourself.
I thought you were gonna move. I was like,
all right, so we are now up to number 8, and that will be me starting us off. At number 8, I finally have it here. It's in the middle of my list because I don't get the overwhelming hate this movie gets. It's not a good movie, but holy shit, it's way more entertaining than the other ones that I just listed, and that is Halloween Resurrection. Is this a good movie? No, it is not a good movie. Is it a good horror movie? No, it is not a good horror movie. But is it an entertaining movie that makes you laugh, gives you a couple
say no again.
A couple good kills. There are good kills in this movie. I love the tripod kill. I think that kill is really good, and it looks really good. I really think that I enjoy Halloween Resurrection when I watch it. Like when we just watched it again, I was like, you know what? I don't understand why everyone hates
all
this
the
movie.
time.
You know, like it's definitely. I agree. I think it's a comfort movie. Like when I watch this movie, I get enjoyment. I get entertainment. Maybe it's because I'm not a huge Halloween purist. Maybe that's why I like Resurrection so much. But if Resurrection's on, I won't turn it. I'll watch it. Like, hey, this is pretty dope. You know, I laugh. Busta Rhymes doing karate in his house by himself is one of the best things I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah, I don't mind Halloween Resurrections. So coming in at number 8 for me is Halloween Resurrection.
All right. Number 8 for me is Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers.
Didn't you already do Halloween 6?
No, I did. No, I have not.
Well,
there's just too much Halloweens. That's what happened.
Yeah.
I'm just upset that it's this high. I'm shocked that it's this high is what it is.
I like Paul Rudd. Okay, his faces are a little crazy. I do agree with that. His scared faces. He looks like he pooped his pants a couple of times, but yeah. And then we got not my Jamie Lloyd. Like they did Danielle Harris wrong with that movie. Like she should have had that part. However, her kill is pretty cool when she's in that that tractor thing with the spikes and he turns it on. I think that looks pretty cool. Is it John Strode? He's an asshole and he totally deserves the kill that he gets. So where he like his head blows up. I like that also. Yeah, the whole it is a little wonky with babies in cupboards and all of that.
A little wonky with babies in cupboards.
Yeah, a little bit. And then so we get the twist of Dr. Wynn, right? That we see for like 2.5 seconds in the first movie. And they're like, oh, this is who the guy in black is. It's Dr. Wynn. And I'm just like, who the heck is Dr. Wynn? Like, why is this such a big twist? Like, what is happening here? Like, that twist makes no sense to me. So it's number 8 for me. I still love Paul Rudd though, even though his face is weird.
He never
still cutie.
ages.
He's
No.
still cutie with his weird faces.
Definitely.
Watch Miriam.
I would if I could find him.
How about you, Tyrone? What's number 8 for you?
You know what? Number 8 would have to be The Curse of Michael Myers. You know, it was one of those movies as a young lad that I watched over and over and over.
Young lad.
And it was amazing to me. Like, there were kills, there was a baby. I know a lot of people talk shit about the baby scene, but it was very tense for me. I'm like, oh shit, what's gonna happen with the baby in this cupboard? Like, I wanna go back to this or whatever. You know, it was a lot going on. I also did enjoy Paul Rudd. You know, the man doesn't age. You know, the man looks the same. Man looks the same. So, you know, I really applauded what they did. Like, it wasn't the most perfect Halloween, but you know, they threw a little bit of cult magic in there. We got the Curse of Thorn. We got a lot. They gave us a nice bag. A nice bag.
Yeah, a nice bag that they lit on fire on our porch.
I knew that was coming.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just fucking with you, man. So how about you, Christine? What comes at number 8 for you?
I'm gonna do Halloween 2, Rob Zombie. I like Rob Zombie, but yeah, his movies they fuck with my head a little bit. I like gore and stuff, but this dude goes over the top with it. I definitely would agree with Tyrone as far as a hospital scene. That shit was brutal, you know. Like, it definitely was better, a little better than this the hospital scene with the original Halloween 2. I think this one we really got to see like Laurie in that one. She was all messed up, broken bones and shit. Like, it was bad. And you know, rest in peace, Octavia Spencer. I mean, really, why are we killing her off? You know, that's she's like a mama bear. You know, I really like that actress. I didn't like that, and I didn't like the white horse. I didn't know what was going on with that. I felt like I was tripping on acid or something. I didn't know what was going on with that.
That's definitely the effect. He probably was tripping on acid when he wrote that white horse thing.
Probably. I have no idea.
Dead mom and white horses.
And what the fuck? What was with the whole sequence with her waking up and the whole shit was a dream? Like, I'm not understanding. Like, I just got really confused with that. I don't know what was going on. Yeah, I wasn't feeling that. But I like Danielle Harris. I like that she came back, you know, and I liked her character. But as far as everything else, like, it's just all over the place. I couldn't.
Yeah,
I didn't like it. Yeah.
So how about you, Mika? You're number 8.
So my number 8 is Season of the Witch. So for this one, I always kind of think of it always as a standalone. It really doesn't kind of fit the franchise to me, but I really like kind of what it was doing with it in terms of I love anthologies, and to me that's how I think of this movie. You know, so I always find fun with it. I love Tom Atkins. His character was, as you guys said, really kind of out there. He was doing a lot, but I kind of liked the story of what they were trying to do, like with the mask and possessing people. I thought that was really, really cool, and kind of like a whole alien invasion type thing. So I kind of think of it as a standalone, but it doesn't fit to me. Halloween should just be like Season of the Witch.
Then I agree with that. And I think personally, if it would have been just Season of the Witch, it would have been so much more well received. I think that now it's gained a cult following. Yeah. But I think that it would have been much better received if it had just been the Season of the Witch without any Halloween references in it. I think it would have, taken off a lot more. Yeah. So we'll catch up on the chat real quick. Halloween 2, Michael walking straight through the hospital glass like a...
He is Superman.
Yeah. Oh, he is.
He's strong. He's strong. That's why I don't know how Corey took him down.
The hate for Resurrection is because it shit on the ending of Halloween H2O. Laurie's replacement, who's more boring than oatmeal, mad comedy, and like Ken said, it's a bad movie. We'll talk about the ending of H2O here in a little bit, but that is my biggest problem with Resurrection. Yeah, is it completely retconned in a very bad way, but the best ending in the franchise.
It should have gone like that because he knew he wasn't going to kill him off.
Right.
And I think wasn't did she have to do that movie like contractually too, like Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yep. Yep. Okay, look, I'm not, as the kids say, Tyrone, no cap. I really, really love the new Taylor Swift album. Like, I fucking Midnight. I got the 3 a.m. edition. So damn good. I fucking have been rocking that shit.
He has. He totally has.
I'll be in the car like, it was maroon. I can't sing too much because everybody will leave.
Yeah.
Dig it. Love the new Taylor Swift. And that's usually not my cup of tea. He killed the woman she played in movies back in good old days. T. Parker, I actually love how basic Sarah is because it's the most grounded character in Resurrection. Halloween 6, a producer's cut. I'm gonna have to watch the producer's cut, T. Parker. I'm gonna have to break down and do it. Robert. Michael Myers is always locked up in part 3. That's why he was a no-show. He was healing. Yeah, I hope you have a better night, man, Joe. Have a great night. Thank you for stopping in, and it's nice to see you. Yeah, I'm about to get hit with copyright for singing Taylor Swift.
Yeah, for real. No one's gonna know what it was. But.
Right.
I know.
Hello to everyone in the chat. It's nice to see you, buddy. I hope your night gets better. So we are up to number 7. You want to start us off, Ash?
Yeah, my number 7 is Halloween 4, Return of Michael Myers. Again, I love Danielle Harris. As a kid actor, I think she did a really good job. And then I'm glad that Sam Loomis came back. But I feel like this was the beginning of him going batshit crazy. Like, this is kind of where it started. And then in just 5, he was just like, balls to the wall crazy.
Yeah.
And okay, so the bar guys that go out and shoot, what was the guy's name?
Ted Hollister.
They just are shooting for no reason, thinking it's Michael Myers, and they kill Ted Hollister. Poor guy was just out there peeing, and he gets shot because they thought he was Michael Myers.
I love how God damn it, you killed Ted Hollister.
I know.
Those vigilante mobs.
Like it's a normal everyday
And they're like getting in their truck and leaving and going to find Michael Myers. They just leave him there to die. Poor guy.
Little Teddy Hollister is just wondering when Dad's coming home.
He ain't coming home, Teddy. I'm sorry.
My dad was taking a piss and the town shot him.
Jesus. The whole town.
Daddy dies tonight.
Daddy
dies tonight.
Also the like albino Michael Myers mask that they have in there, where like his like hair is like blonde for a little bit. Like,
so
bad.
He was going through his Eminem phase.
Listen, I'm done with the mask.
Those masks.
Yeah, that's horrible. I do have like the relationship between Rachel, and Jamie, their relationship, the foster sisters. I really like that. And at the end, where Jamie's like dressed in the clown suit and she has the scissors, I really wish they would have gone somewhere like in a different direction with that. But that was just like a dream, or she was made to do it or whatever, because she's, with like she has the whatever with Michael. I don't know. But I think it would have been cool if they would have gone somewhere different with it.
So do I. I really do.
So yeah, that's my number 7.
How about you, Tyrone?
My number 7 would have to be the controversial one, the most controversial one in recent years before the latest one that came out, Halloween Kills. When this one came out, a lot of people were shitting on it, but the brutality of the kills, just the way that the knife working in Halloween Kills was a little crazy, and it was some goofy moments, like my girl who played the nurse, when the door opened up and she shot herself in the face or whatever. I was just like, what the fuck is this? It was fun, but it was just like there were some what the fuck moments. But all in all, I really enjoyed Halloween Kills, for what it was, just the brutality of it all.
Yeah, that's fair. How about you, Christine?
Okay, I had to do a switcheroo, guys. So Yes, it had to happen. So now my number 7 is Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. Because you know what, guys? I ain't like this shit. That's it.
She said, "That's it.
That's it.
all
I liked the Jamie. She was in this one, right? Is that when she was with the Halloween costume? I liked her when she was standing on the steps with the knife and Loomis and screaming and stuff like that. I like that, and then that was it. Next. I didn't like that.
What about you, Mika? You're number 7. Yep.
My number 7 is Rob Zombie's Halloween. So I think Ashley, you said you didn't, I don't know if it was Ken, didn't like the backstory, but I like backstory. I like a little backstory to my characters. So I kind of liked how he gave us a little backstory of, Michael when he was younger, like the family history. I really, really enjoyed that piece. I loved how Michael was kind of really badass in this movie as well. Also love Danielle Harris, and I'm a big fan too of Taylor Scott as well. So I loved her character as well as Jamie. So I really enjoyed that. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Rob Zombie. I think he takes risks. He doesn't always hit it out of the park, but I really liked what he did with this one, even though it gets a lot of hate. So number 7, Rob Zombie's Halloween.
All right. I'm gonna piggyback. My number 7 is Rob Zombie's Halloween. If you'd have asked me last year, or maybe even 6 months ago, I probably would have said something different. This would have been a lot lower. I had only ever seen the director's cut of this film, and the director's cut of the film has a pretty graphic rape scene in it, and I tuned out at that point. That's something that it's something that I can't get past. And when that happened, I checked out at that moment mentally, and I never gave this movie a chance after that because I was so disgusted in what I was seeing that I never gave it a chance. And so when Ashley and I decided that we were going to do a versus episode on Halloween 78 versus Halloween 07, in order to be able to do it, we decided that we were going to go with the theatrical cut of the film. And I was actually very impressed with the theatrical version. I am not going to agree with you on one part, Mika. I don't like Michael was, tormented by his shitty stepfather and slutty sister and all that. Like, I'm not into all that. He was born with the darkest eyes, the devil's eyes, and that's the Michael that I love.
Yeah.
But once
he's
you
not
get
just
past,
misunderstood.
right? Yeah, he was just a little kid in a clown suit that killed his topless sister brushing her hair in the mirror, like we all do. But it just for me, and when he put on that fucking mask, like when he was little Michael, and he
it's
put on the
huge.
mask,
He's got that thick neck. Yeah, like that looks bad.
Not my Bill Shatner. But after that, the brutality in this movie, like when he beats the guy with the baseball bat, or even when he beats the kid with the
when he's
outside.
a kid and he's begging for forgiveness. That one is harsh to watch.
Yeah, and then when he kills Machete with the TV, that's dope
he was
as
good
hell.
to you, Michael.
Yeah, and I love everything after that. Like when Michael goes back, I liked this movie. Once we watched the theatrical version, I really got down. I was like, you know what? This is probably my favorite Rob Zombie movie. And I still believe that Rob Zombie's Halloween is my favorite Rob Zombie movie. I think that he really did, after he did the, throw his wife in, and, which is fine. I would put Ashley in everything I did. Like, if I remade Jaws, she would be the shark. Like, I'm just throwing that out there. Like,
I think she was okay in this one.
And she did. She had a good role in this, but I just don't like how he Rob Zombied it up. I'll come over there and skull fuck the shit out you, and shut the fuck up. It's stupid. But after that, once Michael was an adult and he went back out, he did all his killing. I was impressed with a lot of this movie when I gave it the chance, when I got to watch it without the sexual assault scene. So I've grown to really enjoy Rob Zombie's Halloween. I think it's a very, very good movie. I think it's a solid movie, and it's literally the halfway point on my list. So the movies, I want to say from here on out, actually from Resurrection, so from number 8 on, I really, really love all these movies. I can genuinely say love at this point.
I knew I'd wear you down.
Eventually, it had to happen.
Yeah.
So 8
Yeah.
through 1, I would even say 8 through 3 could probably be interchangeable. 1 and 2 are pretty set in stone, but 8 through 3 can be interchangeable at any time. That's how much I love all the rest of these movies. So 7 for me, Rob Zombie's Halloween. You started us off on that one.
I did.
So we will catch up on the chat real quick, and then we'll get on to our number 6. Nathan says Halloween Kills for 7. Michael got blown up and he was in a coma for a year. Jason got blown up and he got resurrected. So crazier things have happened is what I'm hearing. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, Halloween 4. Season of the Witch used to be much slower, but I finally come around about damn time. Need to wait for some other people to do the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm Joe Grizzly, bitch. Oh my god. I will say Joe Grizzly has some of the nastiest looking feet I've ever seen in my fucking life. Love you, Joe Grizzly. Ken 4A, but wow. From here on, films I love. Halloween 4. Love the Ghost of Ben Tramer cameo and the opening credit scene. Sets the mood for the film. And the ending scared me. Justice for Ted Hollister. Who doesn't just want to go piss outside the bar every once in a while?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Joshua? Future film reviews. Joshua,
Hey.
Our episode of My First Horror Movie will be live on Monday. I can't wait for you guys to see it. We had an amazing time. Thank you for stopping in and hanging out for a little bit, Josh. So that's what Michael was doing back in 82. Mika! Since I'm talking to you, I'd say House of Thousand. I got to go back and revisit that. I remember.
Yeah, I like House of
man. You guys
Yeah.
are crazy.
Go
That
back
shit
to-
scared me. I'm traumatized.
I know, I like that one. There's a
I
couple of his
probably-
films I like.
I probably haven't seen that movie in 20 years. Like, that's fucking insane to say. That movie's, yeah, it's got to be 20 years old, right?
Oh yeah, we've been
Yeah.
together since 17.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I'm saying movie. I got to go back and rewatch it. I remember it has Dwight Schrute in it. I wonder if he's trying to sell any. Was it yams? Is that what Dwight Schrute was selling?
Yeah.
He had a yam farm. Is that what it was?
A beet
think so.
farm.
Beet
Oh,
farm.
beets,
That's
yes,
what it was.
beets.
Is that the
I
one
just
they
wanna
turned
say-
into a fish?
Huh?
Is that the one they turned into a fish?
Yeah.
The,
House of
yeah.
Thousand Corpses.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
I think you're talking about
can't
The
even
Office.
think
I was
about
like, I
that
missed
scene.
that one.
I disagree very much.
Jason would destroy Michael.
This isn't about Jason and Michael. This is about Michael. Can we stop bringing up Jason?
31 is Ken's favorite on the low. Yeah.
31.
Low key. No cap.
I actually like 31.
I'm sorry. I still like you. So, we are at number 6. Tyrone, you want to start us off at number 6, brother?
Number 6, I'm gonna have to pull out Halloween 4. I had a lot of fun with this one. Wasn't a perfect, film. It had a lot of like questionable choices, like these stunts that Dr. Loomis pulled, especially when Michael pulled up, and just some of the choices he made, like and letting Michael get away. He's like, "Oh no, Michael, why are you here? Take me instead. Take me instead." And then just letting Michael run away. I'm like, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? And then Michael pulls it. There were a lot of stunts. Another stunt where Michael, he somehow, a speeding truck comes by and he somehow, grips the truck and, climbs up on the back. I'm like, how did that come to fruition? How did that part come to fruition? Also, his mask was not filling the mask in Halloween 4 at all. At all. Unforgivable. Unforgivable. But it did have, I did love the music. I did love the feel. And I did love the ending. I know a lot of people, weren't really feeling the ending, but when Loomis was screaming in the hallway, like, no, like that.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, it was a time. It was a ride.
It was a ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say the newer movies, that's where they got it right. The Mask in the newer movies, those masks
Yeah.
are awesome.
So good.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
I just want to say real quick, Tyrone, when you were talking about how that's unforgivable, you really made me want to get a chicken sandwich and some waffle fries for free.
Oh man.
I don't know if you guys remember that video or not, but it's unforgivable. That's totally what you're about to be able to do. The way you said it is like, waffle fries. Free. Totally when you said it, that's so funny, man. I haven't seen that video in probably fucking 20 years too, but when you said unforgivable, that's all that went through my mind. I was like, oh, that's fucking genius. So, how about you, Christine? What's your number 6?
My number 6 is Halloween 2, 1981. I mean, I liked it. I think I didn't even rewatch this, so this was a long time ago that I watched it. I just remember the nurse dying, and that pretty much scared me. And I didn't really understand Laurie. I don't know. I just really wasn't feeling it. And the ending with the whole reveal of her being his sister. I mean, that right there kind of confused me because it was like, how are they related? Like, her father was just like the realtor that was selling the house in the first one, and all she did was, have the, was she dropping the keys off? Was she dropping the keys in the first one, guys? Oh, she was. Yeah. She was dropping the keys. Yeah. And then that's when this one, Michael had this obsession with her. But where did they come from with her being a sister? Because they were running with this, up to like H2O. And then all of a sudden that shit was just like, just went away once we got to the 2018 and right. So forth. I don't understand what they were trying to do with this. Like, what plot were they going with this, with her being the brother? Because they was. Can somebody please explain to me why they made her?
There's so many timelines. So many.
Yeah, there's like 4 timelines, I think.
Yeah,
timelines. Yeah.
I don't get it. Forget it. Next.
It's just a bit.
I'm the worst ranker. I just don't get it.
Never say next.
How about you, Mika?
Let me see. So we at number 6, right?
6.
Okay, so 6 for me is going to be Halloween 5. I kind of liked, a little bad shit crazy Loomis. You know what I mean? Because again, I'm the social worker. That's my profession. I'm all about trauma, backstory, kind of really looking at characters and seeing why they may be the way they are. So I did kind of understand Loomis's his involvement as a character, even though he was out there. I was kind of here for it because that's what I expected him to be. Growing up, like I said, 4 and 5 were some of my favorites. So I really just enjoyed 5. I loved the young Jamie mute. I thought that was really good how they played that off. I was kind of upset with Rachel's whole thing. But I just loved it. I thought the acting was really good, both with Loomis and both with Jamie. So 5.
That's awesome. All right. Here we go.
Oh,
my
Lord.
number 6 is Halloween 1978.
No.
The OG is at number 6.
What the hell, Ken?
Yeah,
exactly.
Now, here we are.
No.
What's the button?
No. Next.
8 through 3 could be interchangeable at any moment, but I appreciate while Halloween is not, I've said this before, it's not the first slasher, and in my opinion, it's not the best slasher. However, Halloween is what a slasher, it gave you what a slasher should be. With Halloween, it focused just as much on the villain as it did your lead, and you got to know both of these characters together at the same time. It wasn't like Norman Bates and Psycho, where you're getting to know Norman, and then when you get to see Norma, the movie's essentially over. It wasn't like Black Christmas, where you don't get Billy. All you get is Billy and an eyeball in the door and his voice on the phone. While I feel like those two are superior movies to Halloween 78, when people think of slashers now, Michael Myers is what comes to their mind. When people think of Final Girls now, Laurie Strode is what comes to their mind. But let's be honest, this movie's slow as fuck. Like, this is a slow movie, and it's a slow burn in a good way. But I don't know. Like,
paced.
no.
It has a flow.
Good in this movie.
It's creepy.
It does have a flow.
Besides Jamie
God,
Lee, a lot of the acting in this movie is not the best when you're watching this movie. A lot of the acting is not on, it's just not, man. Like, I love kid actors sometimes, and this is not one of those times. there's a lot to be desired when I watch this movie, and it's still, like I said, it's still a good movie. And it's when people make slashers, this is what they go back to when they want their prototypical. This is the best template to create your slasher film, to give you who your villain is, to give you who your lead is. This is that prototypical thing, but it's been done much better, even in its own franchise, and it's been done much more hip. It's just, I sound old as fuck right now.
Much more hip.
Number 6 for me is Halloween 78. How about you, my love?
My number 6 is Halloween Kills. The dialogue in this movie is pretty wonky. We all know that. And I really hate the part where they mistake like the special needs guy for Michael. Like I hate that. It's ridiculous. I do like how they bring some of the OG characters back. And the cinematography in this is really, really beautiful. And Michael, he's just like, he's a badass. Like the kills in this are graphic, and I'm here for it. So yeah, it's my midway point.
Yep, that's fair. How about you, Tyrone? Or wait, Tyrone started us off with this one.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. I started off with Halloween 4. So are we down to 5?
Yep. We will catch up on the chat real quick, and then we'll go into Christine's number 5. Season of the Witch at number 6. Love the score. Love Tom Atkins' flawed character. The kills are brutal. And love Evil as Cochran. Ken, when you direct the remake, please bring back John and Alan to score. Promise. But you're not getting canceled. I love it. I love your banner, Ken. I don't know if you guys didn't notice, but as we were talking,
me a fucking horse.
Give me a fucking horse, man.
Or not. I would say no.
A white horse.
A white horse, yeah. Reason why Laurie and Michael became siblings in 2 is because John Carpenter had too much beers while writing his script.
Okay, thank you for explaining that, because I'm still trying. Yeah, I didn't understand what was going on there.
You got your answer.
Dice agrees. OG Halloween at number 6. Woo. Thank you, Dice.
Well,
no.
Halloween set the door on fire for the slasher genre, but Friday the 13th knocked the door off the hinges. Yep. Yep. You're always multitasking, Dice, because you're amazing. Ken is on to something. Huh. Oh, Ken is on something.
Yes.
Never mind. I'm not on to something. I'm on something.
You literally read it the way you wanted
I know.
to say.
I'm gonna leave it as
You read the way he wanted to read it. Yeah.
My bad, Keith.
That's exactly how he reads the text that I send him.
I know. I agree. Dice is so damn amazing.
Yes.
Ken, what did you say about the original? My brain stopped working after hearing your place due to shock.
Yes.
Sorry. I'm sorry. But I agree with your thoughts on the OG. I'm sorry. 6 was kills. I'm sorry, or ends. I'm sorry. That's my bad. I just want somebody to agree with me so goddamn
Nobody's agreeing.
Halloween 78 at 6. The white coats have been called and will be at your home shortly.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right, so we are up to number 5, and that is Christine starting us off.
Oh man. Nice. All right. So my number 5 would be Halloween Rob Zombie remake. So I like this one, but like I said, Rob Zombie is just over the top brutal with this one. The whole backstory. I didn't even like the kid that was playing Michael Myers. He was just creepy as hell, man. This kid was just something about him that just I didn't like him. He just made me feel icky inside. I think they were trying hard to make, like the backstory, because I agree with Mika. I love backstories. They really wanted us to kind of like sympathize with this character. And I'm sorry, I can't, because he's just an evil person. Like, don't try to make it out that it was because of his upbringing and he had a shitty parents, slutty sister, bullies. I mean, listen, I can understand with the bullies. I used to be bullied as a little kid. So I understand. Sometimes, it can just bring out the ratchetness out of you, But I think that they were just trying a little bit too hard. I think they wanted us to feel sorry. and sympathize with this character, and maybe this is why he turned out to be the way he is. But I'm not buying that shit. I'm not. He's evil. That's how he always was. That's how he always will be. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just like
Will be
evil. So and that's it. You know, and they didn't even have to bring the parents in this. I mean, I was fine with him just killing the sister and the boy and her boyfriend. Like, you didn't need to bring the parents and all this crap. But I like Rob Zombie when he,
That's another thing about the OG. Can we talk about after he kills him and they walk outside and the dad takes off his mask?
Michael.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
And it has the longest zoom out of it's like 5 minutes of this kid standing there with a knife and them just zooming
I
the
can't
camera back.
stand his face. Like, he's just weird. Like, he just looks like a trash bag. I can't look at that kid. I'm sorry.
Carpenter at that point reminded me of what's it, Christopher Walken and the cowbell. He's like, I need more zoom out. That's enough. More zoom out now.
No.
John, we're a mile away. Zoom that camera out now.
We're a mile away.
All right, Mika, how about you? What's your number 5?
My number 5 is Halloween 4. So I really enjoy that one. Again, like I said, I love Danielle Harris. I think she was a great child actress. I love the story for this one as well. Even though it might be kind of far off there, but I like that this is now, Laurie's daughter, kind of where we find her. I love the relationship between her and Rachel again in this movie. I just thought it was really well done. Like I said, it was believable to me. I enjoy Michael in this one as well. Again, problems with the mask, but overall, a great movie, and I have fun with this one. So Halloween 4.
Great choice. So great, in fact, that I will agree. Now, my number 5 is Halloween 4. I can see Ted Hollister get shot for peeing, which is always cool. I always enjoy that. But I do love that, they had to bring back Michael after Halloween 3. And I think they did a really, really good job with the way that they brought him back, bringing family into it. We don't talk enough about how Jamie Lee was killed off screen in a car accident. Laurie Strode was killed in a car accident. Jamie Lee Curtis at this point in her career was like, I don't think this is what's best for me. I'm going to move on to other things. And they made a movie without her, and it was a very good movie. I think Halloween 4, when it comes to story, may be one of the best Halloween movies there is. I love the story in this film. There are a lot of there. Again, Halloween has always been about a slow burn. That's what Michael is. He's the boogeyman. He's slow. He walks when everyone runs. That's who he is. But I think the kills in this one are very good. I think that, this is where the mob violence that was made very big in kills, where that started was Halloween 4. I feel like the mob, the mob mentality from Halloween Kills was really an homage to Halloween 4 and how they wanted this monster off the streets and how they wanted to get rid of the monster. And I think it was done really well in this film. And when I put on a Halloween movie that I just want to, not really think too much about, but I want to sit back and get a couple good scares. And Halloween 4 is one that's usually towards the top of the list of ones that I can just throw on and have a good time with. And not, if I'm in a jokey, laughy type of mood where I just want to be entertained, it would definitely be Resurrection. But if it's something that I wanted to, sit back and pay attention to, if someone asked me to recommend them a Halloween movie for their first viewing, this would be one of the top 3 I would recommend. So it may be number 5 on my list, but it would be one of the top 3 I would actually recommend to someone to watch for their first time watching. So Halloween 4 is my number 5. What about you, my love?
My number 5 is Halloween Resurrection. And as I said before, this is a comfort movie for me. I went and seen this in the theater with my best friend. We were like 13 years old, and it's funny. It's got Busta Rhymes doing karate. They're trying something different, which I think is cool. Like it's not the same, Laurie Michael story. It's something different. They're doing live streams before anybody even knew what live streaming was. Like it was before its time. And I do. I know that Laurie was only in it for a couple of minutes in the beginning because she was doing other things. She was doing another movie, like the Switch movie, whatever that.
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday, yeah. So they killed her off in the beginning, which a lot of people disliked. But I really have a soft spot for this movie, and I can watch it and anytime, any month. It's just a comfort movie for me.
Freaky Friday is dope, though.
It is dope. I do like Freaky Friday too.
Yeah.
Who started this? So Tyrone, you want to give us your number 5?
You know what? I'm gonna have to go with Ashley on this one. Halloween Resurrection. It was just that hot fire, number 5. And I don't know if it because it came out when I was a teenager, and Busta Rhymes and Tyra Banks, making cappuccinos. It was cool. And even the controversial scene where they killed off Lori, like I love that scene where she's the little cat and mouse thing, and she's opening up her little teddy bear and finding the medication and all this stuff, and it was wild, and her kissing him, saying "See you in hell," and in the thud, I'm like, oh shit, I should go come back from here, but ain't no coming back from that, but it was wild. It was a good time. I really enjoyed it. The Busta Rhymes comedy, the Dangertainment. I think we need a Dangertainment Netflix series. Hashtag Dangertainment, bring Dangertainment back. So I'm all for it.
I would be all for it as well.
Yes,
absolutely.
Before we get on to number 4, we will cut the chat real quick. Halloween 4, Danielle Harris and the character of Rachel were incredible. That's one thing I did want to point out in Halloween 4, and I should have made a note about it, but Rachel was great for it.
She was, and
oh yes, I love it.
It's probably one of the high points of 4 for me.
Yes. Halloween ends at number 5. Oh, hey, no cancel. we're not going to cancel you for that. Psych! You're canceled. I'm just glad you like it. I really am.
Yeah.
I'm curious, Ken, even for Friday the 13th Part 3, 78, or Nightmare 4? If we're judging by quality of film, I would say going from least to best, it would go Nightmare, Friday, Halloween. But if we're going by what I prefer, it would go Nightmare, Friday, Halloween, in that order. Like, that's the order of those movies, just because they're all super special to me. Halloween Kills, the ultimate slasher. Love the score. The kills are chef's kiss. Bring back legacy characters. Best was Lindsay, and it's a love letter to 80s slashers. Sean, I'm pretty sure Part 3 is Ken's favorite. Friday the 13th. No, Part 6, but Part 3 is up there. Part 6 is my favorite, followed closely by Jason Goes to Hell at number 2. Wait to see where I rank ends. Oh, son of a bitch. Hey, everyone, if you're not a channel member, what are you doing? Click that $ push member, and you're a member today. I agree. Thank you, Tatum. Deep down, Ashley enjoyed watch Michael. Yeah, she totally did. Totally did. Is Ashley getting canceled? Oh, shit. I wonder if you canceled Tyrone, too. Busta Rhymes.
I got canceled?
Yeah, for having
Is it too high or too low?
Everybody's canceling you for it.
That's okay.
Wish
I
you
can take it.
Ashley. Oh, yeah, she would totally know the answers. Yeah, all right, so we are up to number 4, and that'll be Mika starting us off.
Okay, so number 4 for me is Halloween H2O. So I just really love that one. One of my favorites. I loved how we had Lori really kind of in charge, really badass. She was done running from Michael. She was going to confront Michael, taking over the campus. I love how we just got this whole, well, to me, we could have ended there too as well with that franchise, especially with the ending. I think it had one of the best endings in terms of how she finally took down Michael. So I was kind of really excited when I saw this movie because I'm like, yes, she stood her ground. She dealt with the trauma and she kind of took Michael out. So I just love Lori's whole character in this movie, just really badass. So Halloween H2O.
Awesome.
Not quite yet, but my number 4, Evil Dies Tonight, Halloween Kills. You know what? Like, when this movie first came out, I was really disappointed. because it lacks a story, and it really does. This movie does not have much of a plot, but man, the kills are great. Carmela and Michael, who play the sexy nurse and the doctor, we dressed up as them for Halloween this year, because they're both amazing people and they're the sweetest. And
I love them.
Yeah, I love them both to death, and we've gotten to become good friends with them. We've gotten to go out with Carmela and see her, and it was just one of these things where maybe that pushes my love for the film a little bit, but there's more than that. Like the only negatives I really have about this film, the obvious hospital scene, and it's not even because the guy's mentally disabled. Like, obviously, he was in a mental institution for a reason, but you're gonna tell me that they thought that guy that was 4'2", 300 pounds was Michael Myers? Like, listen, I'm not trying to be that guy, but if me and Tyrone were standing next to each other, you would be able to tell us apart pretty fucking quickly. That's how I feel about those two. That's like people chasing Tyrone, like, Sledgehammer dies tonight. And he's like, are we being serious right now?
Yeah.
It's just like there's no way that those people would confuse those two for each other.
That's so crazy.
Killing Allison broke me to pieces. She was my favorite character in the newest trilogy. Or Karen, I'm sorry.
I was like, Allison.
Karen, yeah.
Karen.
Oh, yeah, I was pissed about that.
Yeah. I hated that. But Michael was brutal in this movie. Like, he was up to Rob Zombie level of brutality. Yeah. And I did like how you had the town rallying around him. The Evil Dies Tonight shit got old quick.
Yeah.
Really fucking quick. But, we live in a community where I absolutely envision that's how our community would act. They would put their flags up in their truck beds and everything. They'd be ready to roll. And, I loved how brutal Michael was. It has one of my favorite kills in the whole franchise, on the stairwell. That was just fucking so brutal. And then obviously, we even have it in our intro, you want your mask? Come and get it. I love that moment with Karen. I thought that was amazing. So I really, really do love kills, but like I said, there's not much of a plot to the movie. But that's what a slasher is. That's what it's supposed to be. We're not supposed to have Oscar-winning performances and Hitchcockian level writing. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a mindless slasher where this pissed off male or female goes and kills other stupid males and females because they were stupid and didn't move when he walked. So give me that all day long over what you tried to give me in Halloween Ends. Halloween Kills at number 4 for me. What about you, my love?
My number 4 is Halloween 2018. So I was so stoked for this movie. I waited 9 years for this movie, and I feel I loved it. I really enjoyed this movie. I liked how they wiped all the other. They wiped the slate clean. All the other timelines pretty much just went away. It was a direct sequel from the original, and we're talking about Karen, and when she's down in that basement and she's like, I can't do it, and then Michael comes and she's like, gotcha. Like, I freaking love that. Like, she just shows how she's a badass, and I really like that movie. So yeah, number 4.
Good choice. I haven't talked about it yet,
No,
so
you
that
have
should
not.
say something. How about you, Tyrone? What comes in at number 4 for you?
Number 4 would have to be Halloween 2018.
We're on the same here.
Yeah, it was just a ride. It was a ride. I was waiting for it, and I was not disappointed at all. Like, I think there was one part where he killed a woman in front of like the window, and he stuck the knife through her throat. I was just like, oh my God, like that shit was just fucking brutal. It was a brutal time. Like, there was a scene where he almost killed the baby. I was disappointed because I'm like, Michael should have just killed the fucking baby. Just get it. Just get it. Just give us the carnage. But
you have no idea how
a kid though. He killed that kid.
Oh yeah.
Boy.
But you have no idea how excited I was at the prospect of him killing that baby.
Yeah.
I was like, just like it, Michael. Like that baby. Grab it by the leg.
Yeah, but I loved the woman power, you know, of the of 2018, you know, just the energy that they was bringing, you know. I loved it that they weren't, you know, just running and hiding, that yet at a certain point Lori was prepared, you know, and even though it was a traumatic experience for her, you know, going through all that what she had went through, like she was prepared, you know. So I really enjoyed 2018.
Yeah.
Great choice. So Christine, you want to give us your number 4?
Yes. My number 4 would be Halloween H2O. I really liked it a lot. Like Mika said, Lori was definitely a badass. I loved at the end when she just kicked the shit out of that glass and took that axe and was ready to prepare a huge whoop ass on Michael. I love the fact that you got to see mother's side to her as well. To her son John, which I had a huge crush on Josh Hartnett back then.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I love the faculty and everything. So
even the haircut.
Even the haircut.
Even the
haircut. So yeah, I mean the thing is too, like with seeing the way Lori was, because we didn't see how she was with her first child, which was what was it, Jamie? I believe. Yeah. This is the first time we actually seen her as a parent to John and stuff like that. So yeah, and I just love that she took charge, and it just like, to me it was just, you could see that fear was gone. I mean, I feel bad for her that she had to do that. She was trying to hide out, trying to start her life again, and all of a sudden he came back. But I really liked it. I think we could have just ended it with that, with her just like cutting his head off and calling it a day. Yeah. But yeah, I really like this movie a lot.
Awesome.
Great job.
Can I say though, 2 other things I want to note out for H2O? 2 great things. I love the character of Ronnie, LL Cool J. I just love him.
Yes, LL.
Yes. So got a shout out to that. And also I'm a huge fan of Janet Leigh, and to see her in that cameo.
Oh yeah, when she said the showers were clogged.
And driving that car.
She had the car. Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
Yes. Amazing. So we'll catch up on the chat real quick before we bounce into our top 3. Where'd we go? Mika, Tatum just downloaded your podcast and subs to you. That's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Why won't it let me click? I don't know. Let's try. There we go. Josh's haircut and that horrible CGI mask moment aside, the showdown between Lori and Michael was, great. Halloween H2O should have been the ending of the series where Resurrection exists. My only negatives are the mask changes and the score from Scream and Mimic. Yeah, I get that. Listening to Evil Dies Tonight is like getting smacked in the private area over and over. Well, now I'm getting excited. Go check out the hottest line of merch. Yes, check out our merch. But remember, new merch coming very soon. We're getting it shipped as we speak, so we're very excited for that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind that Kills didn't have a plot. I love that Kills didn't have a plot. I love mindless killing. That's why I think I like Kills so much. Kills is 4 on your list too. Like the babysitter scene. I know. Justice for Karen. God, Judy Greer is amazing.
Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't have filled her up.
The only Karen I'll defend. I love that kid in Halloween 2018. I'm up here cutting my nasty ass toenails. I love that kid in 2018. He's so good.
He was good.
Love H2O. Love it. All right. So we are up to number 3, and that'll be me starting us at number 3. That was a 3-way rhyme right there. And I am going with Halloween 2018. I think that this movie is so fucking good. Everything about this movie, like I said, the kid getting killed at the beginning, awesome. Just because his voice was annoying me. The minute he started talking, I want to go to dance class. I was like, oh, please kill this fucking kid quick. And then the scene that you're talking about, Tyrone, what I love about the scene is it's an unbroken shot. And the scene lasts for like 2.5 minutes following Michael. Yeah. And the camera never breaks.
That's good.
They never cut. And those are the hardest things to do when you're doing the unbroken shots. And and then he goes all the way in, and the knife goes through her neck when she's looking out the window. Like, we're watching that in the theater, and the only unbroken shot I can think of that affected us that much was in The Haunting of Hill House. They had like an 8-minute unbroken shot in The Haunting of Hill House, and it was fucking insane. But like, to have everything go the way that it went, because it wasn't like you were just following one character around. You were literally you see Michael and Carmela at that point, and Michael's, I forgot my stethoscope, so he has to go back in the house, and you watch Michael go around. He goes into the one house, comes out, goes back in, you see the baby. So much had to happen to make that shot go right, to make it unbroken. And gosh, it's so good, so good. And like you talked about, I think it has probably my second favorite shot in the whole franchise with, I can't do it, oh my God, gotcha. Like, our theater, literally, we were like, yes! Like, everybody started cheering, and I'm the old man that's like, hey, shut the hell up. I was the guy that was like, woo, Judy Greer, I love you, you're amazing. So there's a lot in 2018, and I feel personally, this is just me personally, I feel like this version of Laurie Strode, to me, is much more believable than her moving and changing her name to Carrie Tate and relocating. I don't think that's how she would roll. So I believe in my heart that this is how she would protect herself, try to protect her family. If you learning how to protect yourself makes you hate me, then I did my job. Because you know what they say, you can't kill the boogeyman. But she protected her and she gave her all the ammo that she possibly could. So I love Halloween 2018. Obviously, it's my favorite in the new trilogy. I think that this is how the flip should have been. I think Halloween 2018 is how it should have ended, with him burning in the house and them getting away. Like, that would have been the perfect ending of the franchise to me. So, my number 3, Halloween 2018. What about you, my love?
My number 3 is Halloween 2. I don't think it is as bad as you make it out to be. Like, I think it's much gorier. The kills in it are good. Like, the nurse, is it Karen, that she's getting dumped into the hot tub, and like as she comes out, her skin's just falling off more and more. Like, that looks freaking awesome. Get out of here.
I fell asleep as you're talking about it.
Whatever.
Oh, man.
Punch you.
Oh, wow. Sorry. Oh, I'm back.
So, and Ben Tramer's death, like, it's almost comical a little bit. Like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna do this next time you how he gets hit by the car and then blows up. Where are you going?
You're about.
So I like this movie. I like how it's like only seconds after the first one too. Like, they go right into it. I enjoy that. So yeah, that is my number 3. Has everybody done their number 3s?
I haven't done mine, but I don't know where we were. Who was next?
Yeah,
I think it's Tyrone. Are you next?
Oh yeah, I could do my number 3.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
My number 3 would be one of my favorites in the franchise, Halloween H2O. Probably my favorite iteration of Laurie Strode, ever. Just always got a glass of wine in her hand, just she was just about it. She was just very about it. When she was like, go John, I'll be right behind you. And then she just breaks the glass and she's just like, Michael! And then the music just sets in. It's like nothing ever set me off in a Halloween movie as her breaking that glass and just screaming in that music, just kicking in. And just the dynamic between like her and her son and stuff like that, and her being like, I just ask you for one night a year, one night, just the trauma, the PTSD in that movie for Laurie. It was just everywhere. And then you got LL Cool J, writing his book, him
and his smut writing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Which was just entertaining,
Yes.
And he's like, oh yeah, baby, the bullet just grazed me. The bullet just grazed me.
His wife was so funny, her commentary.
Oh yeah, it was just pure fun. Even the kills, I just enjoyed everything about Halloween H2O. I really had no complaints about that one, especially the chopping off of the head. That was just epic.
Very nice. What about you, Christine? What's your number 3?
My number 3 is Halloween Kills. I really love this movie. There's just a few things that I have to say that I didn't like. I didn't like that they killed Tommy. I was very, very upset about that. I was really rooting for the whole damn town. I feel like could have just ended it there, by having Laurie just storm out of that fucking hospital and just go after him. And, I wanted them to win. I wanted them to win, and it pissed me off that kept her in the hospital throughout the whole time, so we didn't really get anything. My expectations was really high with that. And what the hell was Michael on? I mean, this dude's been around since 1978. Okay, at this point, I'm expecting him to have arthritis, carpal tunnel, torso tunnel. Just osteoporosis, like something. But he was
drinking his milk.
Right, he was a beast,
Yeah, he was
yes. He was just out for the kills, and I can agree with Ken with that. Like, just the kills. I mean, that shit was brutal. Like Tyrone was saying, like, it was just brutal. I love that he finally got and killed some kids. Sorry, guys, you can cancel me for that. But I mean, what's a horror movie without killing some kids?
Yeah.
Welcome to the dark side, Christine.
It just warms my heart like a chocolate chip cookie. But yes, I mean, like I said, I really love this movie. I felt like it should have ended at that point. I don't feel like there was any reason to bring Halloween. I feel like if Laurie, I was waiting, like the preview when they show Laurie like walking down that hallway, I'm thinking like shit is about to pop off. I was very disappointed. How did he kill everybody? I was so mad. How he killed everybody, man. And then he killed the daughter. And I was really sad about that with Karen. That broke my heart with that. I was like, that shouldn't have happened. Laurie's gone through too much. Now she just losing more kids and shit. Yeah, that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool.
Yeah.
The one time I'm upset about someone's kid dying.
Yeah, but then he teleported there. I don't know how he got there that quick.
Right?
That's ticking me off, but
yeah.
His osteoporosis was doing okay that day, so he was able to just walk over.
He had no neuropathy. That's how he was able to teleport. But yeah, that shit's crazy.
So how about you, Mika? What's your number 3?
Okay, so number 3 for me is Halloween 2018. So that's my number 3. And to me, I personally think, for me, that's where the franchise ends. So for me, Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends does not exist. They don't exist whatsoever. 2018 was a perfect movie for me. That's where you could have ended the movie. From start to finish, we saw Laurie in a believable place where I would think she would be after the first movie in terms of dealing with the trauma. I love how we have the 3 generations of the family and how each of them are at different parts and how they've dealt with Laurie's trauma. I kind of love how we have these 3 badass women as well. I love Allison's character in that movie, where we see her and is total opposite from where she was in this movie particularly. And then just the showdown between Laurie and Michael. She was prepared for this. She knew it would happen. And she prepared Karen as well. So like Kenny said, that last shot when she's waiting for Michael, she shoots him, just perfection. So to me, I just felt like that's where they could have ended the whole franchise. It was perfection. No need to do anything else. So Halloween 2018.
Nice.
Perfect. All right, we will catch up on the chat real quick before we go to.
Oh. Hi, you guys. We're just gonna keep the show moving.
Yeah. Sledgehammer order.
How that
Dipped out.
Yeah. Every time, man. I am the worst.
Really are.
They going.
Before we get to the top,
I'm definitely making that part a clip.
I know.
Yeah. All right, so Nathan says his number 4 is Halloween 3. His number 3 is Halloween 4. I'm liking some of the Halloween love we're getting now for Season of the Witch. Resurrection actually took every reason out of my mouth. I just love how dumb, fun, and different. Yeah, absolutely. So much fun. Number 3, Halloween 2018. The first one I saw in theaters. I love it. Went back to basics, even though it played it a bit too safe. I thought the ending was a bit anticlimactic until kills happen. Christine writes novels, and they are fucking amazing. And Christine, I know that your Instagram is no longer active, but
I left for a little bit, guys, to work on book 4.
I was going to ask you, Christine. I was like trying to find you. I was like, where is Christine? Am I a friend still?
I know. I was like, did she block me?
It was distracting.
What did I do, bro?
No, I'll be back in the next month or so, just working on book 4. It was distracting me, you know. So yeah, I had to take a little bit of break.
You are friends in me.
Yeah. So yeah, make sure that you do. Make sure you follow Christine. Her links are in the description. She will be back on Instagram eventually, but right now she's working on her 4th book. Cannot recommend them enough to you guys. Di stepped away. Her 5 is 18, 4 is 2, and 3 is 78.
Okay.
Tommy deserved to die on kills for hyping up the town.
Poor Tommy.
Awesome. Everyone in Halloween Kills underestimated Michael Myers. That's very true.
You don't come at Michael Myers with an iron.
Yeah,
it
just doesn't happen.
Even if it's on.
Michael killing the mob and the paramedics treating Allison didn't happen at the same time. Michael killed the mob. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. All right, so we're up to number 2, and that'll be you starting us off, my love.
Okay. My number 2 is Halloween H2O. I absolutely love this movie. I like how this is like the first split that we actually get in the timeline where 4, 5, and 6 don't even exist. You don't have any of Jamie. Now she has a new child. And I like their relationship. I like how she's in protective services, and I like LL Cool J. I think he's a good like comic relief. I also, there's the scene where the mother-daughter are like at the rest stop and they are in the bathroom, and you get that point of view of the mom as Michael is coming in, and like the tension that you feel because she's just worried about her daughter as some strange man is walking in the bathroom, and like you can feel it. Like I love that scene. I also love the scene where Michael and Lori are in the window looking at each other for the first time.
Yeah.
You can also feel the tension there. Like she's like, because before she thinks she's seen him, but she's not quite sure. She doesn't know if she's imagining things, and then like she sees him and she knows that it's him. I like how it's meta. It came out when it's like a Scream movie. It's like a Halloween Scream movie. It's very meta. And it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed this movie. So that's my number 2.
Great choice.
Thank you.
How about you, Tyrone? Your number 2.
Oh, my number 2, I'm gonna have to go with the OG, the original, the 1978 Halloween. Just the boogeyman, like I remember when it first came out. Well, when I wasn't alive when it first came out, but when I was younger, when I was a kid, I honestly thought it was boring. I thought it was boring as crap. I'm like, what's this movie is slow, and I didn't enjoy it. But as I got older, I started to appreciate it and just appreciate the genius that it was, and just the shots that it took, and just the setting that it took, and just the whole theme of the babysitter murders, and stuff like that. So it's a beautiful time, beautiful time.
Mm-hmm. And you were right as a kid.
Really?
Come on, you open the door. You don't expect me to come in the house when you open the door. How about you, Christine? What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Halloween 2018. I love this movie. I love the characters. I love how badass Lori was. I love her booby trapped house. I like the fact that I love H2O. That's the only thing I would say, like, as far as them erasing everything after the 1978 and giving us that, because now it makes sense. Like the other ones were just a bunch of wiggly piggly, movies just thrown out there. But I like the fact that they just erased all of it and gave us the 28. It makes sense with all the trauma that she went through from the first one, and seeing how all those years passed that she was prepared this time. If this mofo came back, she was ready to shoot to kill. You know what I'm saying? So I was feeling that. Another thing is that, you know, Karen was pretty stubborn in this one. You know, it was as if she was brushing her mother's trauma away. It's just like, get over it. It happened. It's like, no, if you were in that situation, I don't think you would want anyone to tell you something like that. So I feel like there was this insensitivity chip going on with the daughter until towards the end when she realized shit got real, you know? So, you know, so I like the fact that she gave in and she definitely listened to her mother and really realized that Michael was a nut job. And it's like, girl, he gonna kill you. Shut the fuck up and listen to your mother. She knows what she's telling you. You know, they always say, listen to your mom. Listen to your mom. You know, but I love the generation of the women and the granddaughter and the daughter and, you know, and Lori and they were badass. I loved it. I mean, like Mika said, we could have ended it even with that. If Michael had died down there in the basement in the pits of fire, you know, we would have been all right before he came out and started killing the whole
fireman.
I mean, really, you know, but I guess we did that, but I still think I agree with Mika. We could have ended it like that, you know, definitely. This was a top 2 for me. Great movie.
For sure.
Yeah.
How about you, Mika?
Okay, so my number 2 is number 2. I just love the sequel. Like I said, it picks right up after the first film. I really love that. I am a slow burn person when it comes to horror. If you know me,
tell.
Yes, you know. So, you know, most of the horror films I like are a slow burn. So this one, you know, I felt it was moving to me. So, but I just enjoyed it. I thought the hospital was great kills. I loved kind of following Lori all throughout the hospital. It was a good pace for me. I kind of loved the story. So a great sequel. So it's always up there for me for top sequels. So I just think it's great. So 2 is my number 2. I'll stand by it.
I like it.
My number 2 should come as no surprise to anybody because it is a great movie, and that is Halloween 3: Season of the Witch. I fucking adore this movie. I think that it's original, and it takes Christine's leaving. It takes what is supposed to be the most fun night of a kid's life in Halloween and making it evil towards the kids, where Halloween it is evil on Halloween night, but it's evil towards adults and teenagers essentially. This is your kids being killed. And I love the scene when the kid puts the mask on and he gets killed and he turns into the bugs and the snakes and his mom dies of a heart attack. Then the dad gets attacked.
Snake and just faints and she's dead. Like, all right. Okay.
And I think it's hilarious that in the movie they tie him up in the when they're in the room
in the chair,
and they turn the TV on and it's Halloween 1978. And he's like, no! I'm like, trust me, Tom Atkins, if they were going to torture me, that's what they would do too. They would tie me to a chair and make me watch Halloween 1978. I'd end up kicking the TV through too. So I feel you, brother.
Oh my God.
But I love Halloween 3. I think it's original. I love how they use real life artifacts, taking a piece of Stonehenge. Even though it is hilarious when they do take Stonehenge, we talked about in our Didn't See That Coming episode. He's like, you'll never believe how we got it here.
No shit.
And we're like, yeah, tell us. Yeah. Please, I would love to know how it happened.
They never elaborate either.
Right.
Like, how did you get it there?
And I think that it would have been a perfect way to make a sequel. Because, at the end, when Tom Atkins goes up and he has all the coins, and Conal Cochran looks at him and he just does a slow clap. And then they dump the coins out. He gets zapped, and you think he dies. But what if he just went to another dimension or a different place in time?
This isn't Halloween. This ain't Halloween. No. You take that shit somewhere else.
Another dimension.
This is not Halloween.
This is too much. It's too much. I'm done. No.
We don't need another multiverse. We got 4.
Not that. Not Laura's granddaughter being pregnant. None of that shit. None of it.
I just want to say really quick,
Eat shit and die, Ricky.
Eat shit and live, Bill.
I will live in as many metaverses as I wish. No, I love this movie, and I love the ending, how bleak it is. And we were watching the commentary on it, and the way the movie was supposed to end was as the credits were rolling, you were supposed to hear the sounds of children screaming, like all the kids in the world were dying. And I was like, slow down. My penis can only get so erect. We cannot imagine all these kids dying right now. But like, how dark is that? The thought of every child on the planet dying. You know, like hearing the screams of every child.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
at least the ones that live in my building. I'd be very happy.
She's buying masks for all those little shits. Like, here you go.
Yup.
Here
I
you
got
go.
two wits and I a skeleton.
You look so cute. Make sure you watch that at 8 o'clock sharp.
Turn on your TV.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween. And that's the catchiest jingle in the whole goddamn world.
Oh yeah, that song is stuck in your
You
head.
can't get that out of your head.
Yeah. So yeah, I love Halloween 3. I think it's a very fun movie. It's one that I watch every year in October. It has its flaws, obviously, but
Title card.
Yeah, title card, and the perverted relationship. And I love the fact that he's like, hey, let the kids know I'm not going to be there tonight. Something came up. Yeah, it's a 6-pack and a 30-year-old. So yeah, I'm not coming to get those fucking kids tonight. I'll talk to you later.
He's always dissing his kids. He's a bad dad.
But can we talk about how the original Annie Brackett is the mom?
Yeah, I love that.
Like,
and she's like bitching at him, like she's done with his shit. Like,
and Jamie Lee Curtis has an uncredited cameo in this film.
Oh, over the loudspeaker.
She does the voice over the loudspeaker. The town will be closing. Like, that's Jamie Lee Curtis that does that voice over the loudspeaker in the film. And so I love the fact that they did put in all these Easter eggs of Halloween. And even when he goes to the bar and he's like watching cartoons and he's like, hey, can you change the channel?
Oh, yeah.
And they change the channel and it goes to Halloween 78. And he's like, oh, never mind, change it back. This shit sucks. I watch the cartoons.
Boy, you're about to sleep on the couch.
I know. But I like to bust balls just because it's Ashley's favorite franchise. Obviously, I love these films, guys, and I have a lot of fun with these movies. So before we get to our number ones, I would like to catch up on the chat real quick. If you guys don't already, follow us on Instagram or Facebook. Ashley does all the Facebook shit, so that's why that's so much more well done. Why was Lori all insane in 2018 that she was a happy camper and ends with her daughter being murdered? I'm telling you. I'm telling
They
you.
did that time jump. They shouldn't have did a time jump.
Yeah.
Hold on, where is it? I'm trying to find it. I seen it, T. Parker. T. Parker's number 2 is Halloween Ends, and he said something right here. Halloween Ends. Cancel me, I don't care. I'll defend this film till the day I die. I wrote a 10-page essay on why this film is misunderstood. This film is a satisfying conclusion to the Laurie and Michael saga.
Nah, son.
No, I would read the essay, but I don't.
I would read it.
Yeah, I would love it. Like, honestly, like,
I love it, but I just
that's what I love about. I honestly love this about the horror when people can be civil about it, because whether you love or you hate Halloween Ends, someone's out there creating art, and I'm glad that there is a group of people that like this film. I question how your parents raised you, but I'm glad that there's a group. No, I'm just kidding. I really am glad, because I would never want someone to create a piece of art that goes completely, unloved. That would be a terrible, terrible feeling. So I'm glad that there are people out there that love it. It just wasn't for me. There are parts of the movie I think are great. There are parts I think didn't make a lot of sense to me. But I really am glad that there is an audience for it. That really does make me happy, because every film deserves an audience. If there's someone that loves it, I think that's great.
When our kids are our age, there's going to be like a cult following for that movie.
Oh, there definitely
just
will.
like Season of the Witch.
There definitely will. And I'll be doing a stream like this, all geriatric, like, I defended it at the beginning, and T. Parker's gonna be in the comments like, fuck you.
He'll be like, here's my essay.
Yeah. Wait, there's a Halloween 3? How dare you?
It's just Season of the Witch.
Right. Sons of bitches. Only thing Ken and I will agree on is Season of the Witch is a great film. Yes, we will. If you want to torture me, put on Jason Goes to Hell. Movie's so good, man. I don't know how nobody likes
Yeah,
it.
I've seen Resurrection. Yep, every time.
Yeah. See, now Tatum feels like the movie is not over. She thinks the franchise is not over.
No,
It probably
no.
never will be. I
They
mean,
need to
honestly.
Stop.
Yeah.
What are they gonna
agree.
come up with next? What are they gonna come up with?
We'll have another timeline, probably, more than likely.
My
If
guess
they bring
is,
Michael back, I'm done.
I'm done.
He's gonna come back
No.
like Jason did. Then they're gonna sew them all back together, and
Grinded.
he's gonna be like a zombie.
I'm just gonna say she's pregnant and she gives birth.
We already heard this. We heard this. No one wants to sit through that again.
Right. Yeah.
Lori gets
we
married
gotta-
to Sheriff Frank.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, she deserves a happy ending.
Yeah.
I mean, she's already died
Yeah.
twice. What else could you ask for?
Yeah. So she, she needs
Put a
to.
pumpkin in the chat if you want to sing the Silver Shamrock song. Let's go, baby. You guys sing it.
Why not ruin her life with marriage, right?
Right. Exactly.
Bum, bum.
Team Corey. We got someone ready to sing. Corey did deserve better. I think Corey's storyline would have been better if he started at 18 or kills. I
yeah.
really do.
Definitely.
Wow, Shaim's number 1 is 6. Shaim, that was my last. But I respect it, man. I completely respect it. I dig it. All right, guys. So, here we go. Our number 1. Tyrone, that'll be you starting us off at number 1, my friend.
All right, my number 1 is the greatest Halloween movie of all time, the original Halloween 2. It's just such a classic. The kills are classic. You know, Michael's classic is Primo Loomis. You know, he's not off the hinges. It's Primo Loomis.
Primo.
Yes, this man is just. This man is doing what he needs to do. He's telling you he's still out there. He's still out there.
Where's that
Pop come up your nose?
I did.
You're getting fucked up tonight over
I
this Halloween.
need to go get a napkin.
No, that was funny, Tyrone. Tyrone was like, Primo.
Yes, Primo Loomis. He was just doing his thing, and then we got the fire scene. We got just Michael just being super relentless, and one of my favorite scenes with Lori in the car. Just the tension and everything in that. And I have a fear of hospitals in general, so just the whole thing taking place in a hospital, it was just magic to me. It was magic.
It was Primo.
Yeah.
Primo.
What I don't get is what hospital were they at? Because I've never seen a hospital where no people, no waiting room, no, it was just nobody in that hospital.
The Joker evacuated that hospital. That was
Good one.
It was a slow night.
Yeah, just like
in
the movie.
Haddonfield.
Oh,
stop it.
So how about you, Christine? You're number 1.
My number 1 is Halloween, the original 1978. Sorry, guys. When I saw this shit when I was 6 years old, all that was stuck in my head was I mean, I literally couldn't walk to school by myself because I felt like there was certain drive-thrus that I thought I was going to see Michael just creeping up. I mean, there was something about the original that just, even though most people might think it's just really slow and it's boring, to me it was just that creep factor because we didn't know who the F this person was. What did he want from Lori? Why was he just creeping out and breathing? It was the breathing too behind that mask. It was just these little soul things that just kind of just give me shivers, till this day. Even when I watch it, I get scared. I feel like they kind of put him on steroids later on, in the other Halloweens and shit, saying they just they really just amped him up. But this original Michael Myers really creeped me out. He scared me, and Lori, to me, I mean, she was the final girl, out of all, she did what she had to do to survive and stuff. I feel bad for her friend, and her protecting those 2 kids, So yeah, I like the original. Original will always be number 1 for me, no matter what.
Yep.
It's just creepy.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're all wrong every now and then.
Okay.
How about you, Mika? What's your number one?
Well, I'm going to go right with Christine. You guys already know. So it's Halloween 1978. This is one of the first horror movies I can remember watching when I was younger, and I loved it. Like Christine said, it scared me. I just loved Michael. It was something about like being alone, because I used to do the babysitting too. Alone as a babysitter, watching kids, that fear that you're home alone, is this boogeyman out there, and just the tension. Like I said, it is the right pace for me. You know what I mean? It's slowly building that tension, and even throughout, before we get to Halloween night, where she's seeing him at the school building, she's seeing him on the walk home. It's just like, who, like you said, Christine, who is this person?
Who is this? Yeah.
In this character, it's just nothing like it. Like the score is amazing. It's one of the score is just perfection. It's just that beat right away. The music is just iconic, and just an ultimate slasher for me. So I just love it. So like I said, one of the first horror movies I've ever watched. Jamie Lee Curtis, she's right up there with me with Sigourney. If I could just meet those two, I could die right now. You know what I mean? But I just love the ultimate final girl for me. So one.
Amen.
That's fair. And something I didn't mention during one that I should have, it has one of the most iconic scores in movie history.
Yes.
People that have never seen Halloween know the piano lick. To me, it's up there with Jaws and Psycho. Even if you haven't seen these movies, you know the score. Every time we go swimming, there's always that one person going, duh, even though even if you've never seen Jaws, you know that. And I think that, to me, that is it really is. The score for Halloween, I don't know if you guys know this, John Carpenter shopped Halloween around, and he couldn't sell it. He added the score, and he sold it like 2 days later. Like, the score literally sold the movie for him, and I think that's amazing. My number one, I would like to point out, there's a fucking barber shop right behind it.
Stop.
All he had to do was turn around.
Stop it.
You know when you're watching Scream?
I take him. I smash that
Jamie.
with a head like that.
Behind you, Jamie. Like, that's how I feel right here. I'm like, behind you, Joshua. The barber. Joshua,
That was the signature. That was the signature hairstyle right there, Ken. Don't even play with it. Don't even play. That was a 1998 mushroom haircut. I'm older than all of y'all. Okay,
that mushroom cut.
When I look at him, I know that
in 1998, and
that
was
mushroom
that was
cut has panties dropping.
Yeah. When I see that
all the white
haircut,
boys
I know
had
that
back in the days.
Yeah,
they did.
Look at that. When you see that haircut, you know that he wants it that way. That's all you know when you see that.
Absolutely.
And he is not going to tell you bye anytime soon. But
I did it.
Yeah.
Halloween H2O. I'm gonna come in tomorrow with my hair looking like that with a wig. Like, it's 2022 now, so maybe the 1997 haircut won't work as well.
No, not anymore. No.
I do want to say that that was my first Halloween I saw in cinema, and it was really cool to go watch a movie that right on the heels of Scream. They did what Scream did, and they took all their influences and put them on the table. You get an obvious Nightmare on Elm Street reference in this movie. You get a couple different obvious Psycho references in this movie. You get a throwback to old Halloween movies. You get a Scream reference in this movie. Like, they took that meta-ness, but they didn't go over the top with the meta-ness in this movie, in my opinion. It was still a good movie. And you got the little kid from Jumanji in it. I was like, hey, I know you. And I know it's in every trailer and everything, but to me, there will never be a shot in any Halloween movie as good as Michael and Laurie looking through that circle glass window right there. That shot is fucking so good. Like, every time I watch this movie and I see that shot, I just smile. Like, that's brilliant. So good. Yeah. Looking eye to eye with each other. LL Cool J is fucking phenomenal in this movie. Everything about him in this movie. Even like when they bring the boys back And
Oh
he's
yeah,
just
she's like, ah, oh,
Yeah.
and he looks like a little puppy. He's just like,
He just got scolded. Yeah.
the way he looked at Josh Hartnett, like, bro.
Yeah.
And we were talking about obvious homages. I think, and I don't know if as many people picked up on this one. I feel like the kid's death, the kid from Jumanji, I can't think of his name in the movie. That's a total homage or homage, however you want to say it, to Friday the 13th Part 4, the corkscrew kill with Crispin Glover. I feel like that was them paying their love to Friday the 13th with that corkscrew kill. One big problem I have with Halloween H2O is we do not get to see Joseph Gordon-Levitt killed with that ice skate.
Yeah.
I love seeing the ice skate in his head,
Yeah,
but I would have loved to have seen that actually happen. Like that would have been such a good scene to see.
Yeah.
And the perfect ending. The perfect ending.
Yeah.
Now what
When
pisses
the
me
paramedic
off,
got killed.
like you're gonna tell me it's a paramedic when he sits up in the road like Michael Myers does after he gets thrown from the ambulance. Like that was the perfect ending to this franchise. And I remember watching it and being so satisfied. Like, wow. I remember leaving the theater like, wow, I might be a Halloween fan. Yeah, I wasn't. But I thought for a minute I was, because that's how good this movie was. And I am a Halloween fan. I can't bullshit. I'm a big fan of this franchise now. The older I've gotten, while I think that Friday the 13th, when it comes to the big three, will always be my favorite of the franchises. I think Halloween's the scariest because up until Ends, it was always just a guy. It was just some guy that snapped and went crazy and went on a killing spree. We hear about that shit in real life all the time, you know, and that's terrifying. And to watch him unleash his reign of madness. I mean, like, so much so, this is Ashley has a key on her keychain and Michael. That's all she has for her keys. It's her keys and Michael. No pictures of a husband on here or anything, but there is a Michael. So I mean, like, to say, I think the most recognizable horror icon to me is Chucky. I think everybody, even if you don't watch horror movies, you know who Chucky is. There are people out there that confuse Michael and Jason, you know, oh, it's the good. But when it comes to the big three with horror fans, I think Michael is probably the most universally loved for some But
we know the reason.
I mean, he's the least badass, but he's the most loved.
He's the most badass too.
I have a lot of love and I have a lot of respect for what this franchise was able to do because, like I said, in my opinion, I think Friday the 13th is a superior franchise. I wouldn't have Friday the 13th if I didn't have Halloween. Halloween directly influenced everything that I'm a fan of. So without that movie, I wouldn't have my Friday the 13th. And without my Friday the 13th, I wouldn't have gotten a Nightmare on Elm Street. And, you know, it all goes back to Psycho and Black Christmas. They, in my opinion, started the slasher movement. And it's just amazing to see that the difference is Halloween just released their final film this year. We're still got, you know, Jason, we'll end up getting a new Friday the 13th in the next couple of years. We may get another Nightmare on Elm Street, but the Friday the 13th reboot, the Nightmare on Elm Street remake, neither one held a candle to what Halloween 2018 did. And this is my opinion. You may like the Friday reboot better. You may like the Nightmare remake better. But in my opinion, Halloween 2018 came out fucking swinging for the fences.
Perfection.
Yeah.
Where Nightmare on Elm Street, the reboot, just tried to be so much like the original that it was hard to enjoy. Friday the 13th, the reboot, was a mixture of Friday the 13th 1, 2, and 3 all rolled up into one. So there were so many stories going at once, it was hard to follow it all. Halloween 2018 said, you know what? We're going to come out, we're going to make a sequel to the original, and we're just going to kick as much fucking ass as we can. And that's exactly what they did. So I do want to say to everybody in the chat, love you guys. Thank you so much for oh, fuck me. Yes, you can.
So it's probably not a surprise to anybody, but it is Halloween 78. I will forever love this movie. It will forever be my favorite.
See, all the girls liked it.
Yes. I would watch this every. I lost Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
think I can.
Yeah, we
Oh,
can hear
okay.
you.
I can hear you.
I
Yeah.
couldn't hear. So I would watch this every Halloween with my dad. As you know, he would he passed away 4 years ago, but he would always dress up like Michael Myers, and that's probably why I have such a love for this franchise is because of him. And like Ken pretty much went on a rant about like this it seriously started this slasher, like it's all these slashers in the 80s are because of this, and it might not have been the first one. We had Black Christmas, we had Psycho, but again, you didn't really get to see Billy in Black Christmas, and you really didn't in Psycho you didn't know who the killer was until the end. This one you get him and you watch him stalk her, and he's just a man, and why is he stalking her? And that's what scared me the most about him is because he is just a man, and this could really happen.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I love this movie. The score we talked about is phenomenal. It gives me chills still to listen to it.
See, yeah.
Chills. So
We have it on cassette tape.
yeah,
We
and
still have the original score on cassette
We
tape. Like,
do.
that's how much the score means to the both of us.
Mhm.
And I just think that with Halloween, they were able to do, because you even like we talk about Black Christmas and Psycho, and you even had Texas Chainsaw. But Texas Chainsaw, you didn't learn about who your villain was. These people were trespassing in their house.
right. This man, he is stalking your home,
Right.
your neighborhood, your friends. He's coming to you, and for what? Why?
Right.
Because he's evil. Because he wants to kill. That's scary. That's scary to me.
Hey, guys, I understand people in the chat. You guys wanted us to sing the Halloween song. We can't do that.
Well,
The reason why, look, I would love to hear these people sing to me, but due to YouTube's strict copyright rules, I could get this video demonetized if we are all singing and it gets pointed out. I really could lose money for doing that. So, and you don't want to hear
No
me
one
sing.
wants-
And nobody want me singing.
no.
Tyrone's like, I was so unprepared for this.
That is honey and tea.
Yeah. Man, I'm just saying, I am a straight man. So that said, Tyrone, you could sing me to sleep anytime, man. I'm sure that I would just fucking melt like M&Ms in a microwave in your arms. if you sang. So, seriously, everybody in the chat, thank you for spending 3 hours with us. Like, this
Yeah.
has been so amazing.
It probably hasn't been easy.
No, I'm sorry, but I genuinely love every single one of you.
Yeah.
You can follow these amazing people in the panel by going to the description. Make sure that you are subscribing to them, checking out their podcast. I just wanted to tell everybody that when I had these guests on, it's not just a fun time because we get to hang out with each other, but because we get to communicate with everybody in the chat. Just because you're not an actual part of the video, you mean so much to our family. And by our family, I don't just mean Ashley and I mean all these content creators. We don't just get together for lives and that's it. I talk to these people every day. We talk almost every day and we communicate with each other. And whether it's Tyrone, Christine, Mika, T. Parker, I talk to Nathan, I talk to every day. It really is a family.
Yeah.
Tatum, Dice, Ashton, it's a family. And Shaheem, you guys all mean the world to us. And the fact that we get to spend 3 hours just kicking it and talking, like, this is one of the highlights of my week.
Yeah.
So
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
the fact that you guys in the panel are
absolutely.
willing to join us and in the chat are willing to do it, we love you all. And I hope you guys all have an amazing night. We will not be going live next week with it being Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We really want to focus on our family.
And eating really good food. I hope
yes.
you guys all get to enjoy some time with your family. So I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving.
Yes, we will not be live next week, but we will be back the week after with the amazing Dice Rollin' and the amazing Bobby Likes It Spooky to count down our top 10 scariest movies in our opinion. So,
Yeah.
panel, please don't go anywhere. I got a couple more questions for you. Everybody else, as always, keep talking horror.
Stay who you are.
And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.